What's happening, everybody? I don't even know what day it is. It's Wednesday night. It feels like the weekend because I'm on vacation. So, yeah, I kept thinking yesterday was Friday. I was like, yeah, I'm off tomorrow. But I'm like, no, it's only Tuesday. So tonight we're going to have a chat show. We got some guests coming in. We have some more guests coming in later. We'll have people popping in and out. We're just going to chat and hang out and talk about comics and books and movies and crazy stories. You know, the usual, what we do on a normal show. You know, we try to talk serious and it always ends up derailing. But that's what's fun. So without further ado, we're going to bring out Mike and Trish. Good evening.
Hi. Congratulations, too, for being fully funded.
Thank you. Oh, we got Heather popped in here. We're going to bring out Heather next.
Hi.
Hi, Heather. And we're going to bring out Jack. What's going on, Jack?
Hi, guys.
And we got Alex. And we will probably be joined by Smithers sometime shortly. So like I told Trish, if you guys see him hanging out in there going, hey, guys, I'm over here, just let me know because you know how I go off on a tangent. So good evening, Michaela.
Only if I get booted out first.
Only if you get booted out first. Come on, you're not Luis Torres, are you?
No.
Oh, burn. What's going on, William?
Maybe, in disguise.
What's going on, Danny? Well, if that's the case,
Hey,
then you're
William.
Cape Cod. And so, I don't know, you might be buried in a whole bunch of snow there. Hey, Courtney. Good evening. So, like I said before, this is going to be just a chat and hangout show. We're going to BS and talk about random crazy things. Throw out a few shout-outs here and there. Talk about, Nebula Pearl for a little bit because we've hit kind of that midpoint on there. Talk about CB Zane's project. Then we got Alex down here with his project for Zener. And then we've got the new project on the block, Xenonanite Titan. Fully funded in 11 hours. Thank you so much, guys. Totally awesome. It blew me away. I woke up this morning and I had like 15 notifications. Hey, you funded. Congrats. I was like, I did? Because I took vacation today. And so, I was like, I'm going to sleep in. And, sleeping in for me is like 8 o'clock in the morning. So it was about 8:15 when I rolled out of bed. And I was like half awake. I'm like, oh, man, awesome. That's right. Ooh, burn. That's right, Lewis. Freaking Hyundai Studio.
That's when the kids start jumping on you, right, Russell?
No, that's when they start stomping on the floor. Wake up, Mama. I'm like, Daddy's home today. So how's everybody tonight?
Pretty good. Happy to be here.
I just want some water. I haven't had a real bath in 3 days. I mean,
oh my God.
Oh, gee, thanks, honey. No, I think I need a little bit more bath.
Well, I mean, he could have just been like, well, I can spit at you. That's close enough to water.
Yeah. Could have. Yeah. That wouldn't have been very nice, though.
No, that wouldn't have been.
No, come on.
He would have been sleeping on the couch if he would have spit on me.
You don't want to go down to the river and take a bath in the river? I mean, you guys got plenty of those around there.
I'm not part of the Polar Club. No, thank you.
Well, we do have a creek, but we got about, I don't know, practically a blizzard condition out there of like 8 inches of snow or so. Arkansas doesn't know what to do with this much snow.
Well, I hear you. We got hammered Sunday night into Monday, so it was fun to get to work. And then Monday, all day I was driving it. I'm like, screw this. And then Tuesday, they got it cleaned up pretty good. And it was still like minus 17 here. So we're like freezing weather. And then last night we got snow. I was like, I don't care. I'm off tomorrow. It's all good.
I feel bad. Here in Iowa, all we've got is just like some blistering cold and wind, which is honestly pretty bad. But I mean, considering we did not get the snow that you guys did, I feel bad that we lucked out.
Yep, you guys lucked out for sure. Oh yeah, you got more.
We just got rain,
Friday.
And it went up to 50 degrees and rain yesterday. And I'm in Jersey. Tomorrow we're getting snow again. It dropped back down to like 20 something, but this is crazy.
Well, we're supposed to be in the 40s this weekend, so I'm like, yes. Everybody's like 40s. That's cold. I'm like, it's a win for me right now. It's like a freaking heat wave.
We're going to get up to the 40s, and they're hoping
40s better than negative.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they call this in Canada? Going to the beach weather.
I'm just sharing out everything.
Oh, you know, you're good, Heather. You're good.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
if we
fine.
have Chuck on, then we can actually get the true deets.
Well, yeah, that's true too. So,
Yeah, you said his name. He could show up anytime now.
oh, yeah, you gotta say it 3 times. You know, he'd be like Beetlejuice.
Mm.
Do you want me to get him on here? I can message him.
You can message him and see if he wants to get on here. I don't give a fuck. You can get him on here and have some fun. Don't give a fuck, Chuck. Sorry,
We're
I'm just
all on our
looking-
phones.
well, no, I'm actually looking up something that I was going to ask about because I just seen a notification coming over that they're streaming Monster Hunter onto the digital platform. I don't know. Everybody's been kind of on the fence about Monster Hunter. I think it looks freaking awesome.
Oh, it's going to be something I watch. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm real gentle and stuff. I like most stuff, so I'm not very critical. I liked Wonder Woman 84, so.
Well, and the thing is, you know, I've played the game, and I don't really care that it's going to follow the game completely. I'm just excited because, you know, pretty much anything that Mia Jovovich is in is good. You know, The Fifth Element was awesome. I love the Resident Evil series. Some of them weren't totally awesome, but she's a great actress. So, you know, I'm kind of excited.
Is this the movie or the game? I'm a little bit off the loop here.
No, they're releasing a movie. So, you know, she's playing as the main character in Monster Hunter, and they actually converted the game to a movie. They get pulled into an alternate dimension, and they're fighting monsters with all kinds of different arsenals of weaponry. So it looks pretty cool.
Sounds badass. The only monster game I ever played was
Well, it's basically bringing our modern. Good.
The only monster game I ever played was either Pokemon or Monster Rancher, the latter of which I'm still waiting for them to do a revamp of.
Hey, Chuck, you want in on this? You want to get on here?
He's playing poker.
Playing poker.
Yeah.
Hey, don't you think that
Texas Hold'em or Solitaire?
don't you think that Wendy's a little too sore to play poker?
I won't make any comments
Bad.
because I know Russ's kid's probably hanging out near him.
Oh no, I don't have any kids. I'm in my studio.
I don't have any kids.
So Resident Evil.
Yeah, see, there's no door behind him anymore.
Yeah, there's no door behind me anymore. I'm not upstairs. So now they get up, and that's the wife's thing to have fun.
Mine's in bed.
Mine are too. They're supposed to be, but we know how well that worked out for a while with some crazy screaming going on in the background. But yeah, Danny D hit it right on the nose. It's basically Resident Evil with a different name, but the monsters are a lot bigger and they're not zombies. So, I mean, technically yes and no. But this time she'll be using like bladed weapons and melee weapons. I mean, we know she did in the Resident Evil movies, but this will be like more like mythical weapons. Hold on, I play.
I'm sensing a pattern here with her acting career.
Also, you guys started up with the Comic Slab poker again. I know you were talking about last year you were missing it because everybody kind of quit doing it.
So I have a question for the class and the peanut gallery. On WandaVision, like, I don't know who's all watching it or not, and please don't give out spoilers because I haven't watched this week's episode.
How are you going to talk about it without spoiling some part of it for somebody?
Does anybody have any conspiracy theories on if it's her or if there's something controlling her? And if it's something controlling her, who or what is it?
Well, if I could, I haven't honestly seen it, but I mean, I'm familiar enough with Scarlet Witch to say that it could honestly be her. I mean, in the comics, she's had a lot of mental issues before. You know, that's what the whole House of M story was braced around of. So I wouldn't be amazed if that's where they're going to this. But I mean, honestly, it's hard for me to think of who could else be behind it. A part of me wants to say that it could be, you know, Ultron. They might be bringing Ultron back. You know, I'm not sure how they. That's one of the theories I've heard about. You know, but I mean, honestly, the whole thing looks like a big digital conspiracy world, kind of like that one episode of Batman with the Mad Hatter, you know, like with a dream, like the perchance dream or whatever it is. So it makes me think that maybe when Vision was destroyed or something in Avengers Infinity Wars, that maybe Ultron got released or something, or had a failsafe in him.
I think it's Mojo from the 90s cartoon, if you remember, where he like had them all in the TV show.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
we're gonna do a crossover thing.
Yeah, that's a better option. I like that option more.
Trish
'cause it
wants
could mean
Mojo
with the
World.
X-Men.
I do. I love Mojo, but I like all the weird characters and the storylines. You know, I am a big like Groot fan and Rocket. You know, I always want the B class. I voted for Willow instead of Buffy. You know, I like the second rate ones.
But Rocket and Groot are superstars for the Guardians of the Galaxy. They're not the B class.
No, but
There's far more Groot figures in the universe than there are Supergirl figures.
I'm just
There's
saying.
also more
I
Groot
like.
memes on the
Yes,
internet.
but until those movies, they were D-class.
Oh yeah, I mentioned to Tom. Tom talked about how a movie shouldn't make a character. I was like, you could pick up Rocket's first appearance in Incredible Hulk in the dollar bins. Now you can pay $100 or $200 for it. So that movie 100% made Rocket a superstar.
Which makes me think that there are a lot of Marvel teams out there that could do really well, just as much as the Guardians of the Galaxy, if they got their chance. I'm not talking about like some of the more mainstream ones like an MCU and X-Men. I'm talking about like Alpha Flight or Excalibur, or even like some of those other, like the Agents of Atlas, those characters. But I honestly have been wanting a Alpha Flight movie for so long.
Well, the end of
Their whole
Logan
thing
is showing that the Canadian heroes are Alpha Flight, that they're going to. So,
Well, but it depends on what they do with the movie. I mean, you could blow the movie too.
That's true, but
They're going to bring out the Eternals. They're going to bring out the Master of Kung Fu. These are not super well-known characters in MU, and we're going to hope. They brought out the Inhumans, and everybody thought that would blow up, and well, that kind of flushed down the toilet.
yeah, you're right. Guardians of the Galaxy shows what can be done in a good way, and Humans shows what could be done in a bad way.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, like Chuck was saying, I was kind of shocked they made it. I was like, oh, Guardians, okay, and then it was like, whoa, such a good movie.
Yeah, and I guess what William
a lot of that has to do with the soundtrack, though.
Yeah. It's like Steven Spielberg movies and John Williams.
Well, like William was saying here, Wanda must have taken over Texas this week. That would explain a lot. They have rolling blackouts going on there. I was just talking to Lewis about that a little bit ago, and they've actually expanded it to Kansas City and Springfield. So they've been having hour surges where they don't have power. So
Jesus.
that's got to suck.
It's not Wanda, though. My game master told me. The country has disguised itself as the ice planet Haw. It's a cosplay. It's a really big cosplay.
Very much so.
Very
Has anyone cut open a tauntaun yet?
I was about ready to the other day.
I thought they smelled bad on the inside.
Yep.
On the outside. Sorry.
Well, all the people that unfortunately do not have water or power right now probably do, because they haven't had a shower in a while.
Probably, yeah. So.
Yeah, I remember showers.
Hey, we've been doing the grandma wipes. I went and I bought some, and we're doing the grandma wipe things in the morning. Get all the good spots. That's the best we got it. So at least we don't smell bad. But
If you want to hear the least sexy thing, be in the bedroom wiping yourself down with some wet naps, and have your wife tell you, "At least we can take a bath together." Least sexy thing said for a long time.
Wow.
My youngest sleeps in my rolls to keep warm.
Gross.
Oh man, this is terrible.
oh wow.
So yeah, there's a lot of speculation going on with Wanda. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. It's on my to-do list while I'm on vacation. That and finish The Mandalorian. I never got a chance to finish that either. I've been busy.
I haven't seen season 2 either. I haven't seen either one of them.
Well, we started over.
Just concentrate on The Mandalorian.
We'll do the show without you. It's so amazing. We could just do the show without you, and you go do Mandalorian because it is a must watch.
I need to watch. What was that?
Last episode of Mandalorian, you watched that? You don't like it? I don't know what to say.
Well, we watched the first couple of episodes of season 2, but we started over with it because Roderick and Adriana hadn't seen it, and Roderick is really at the age where he's like super into Star Wars now, and he wants to watch it, and so I started it over so he could see the first season of it. So we're like on the episode 8, so it's the final episode of the first season, and then we'll start over watching the second season again. So we'll probably finish watching that tomorrow. But
yeah, my nephews are super into Star Wars. My brother actually grew up when the original movies came out, so they were huge Star Wars fans. So it's natural that their sons and their children got into it, and it's like one of their favorite things ever. They collect the toys, they get the Legos. You know, it's honestly, it makes me feel proud as a geek that my family is carrying on a tradition of sci-fi. The next generation.
See, my son's seen it all. He watched it with his dad. I haven't had a chance to. I'm so far behind on TV.
Well, and that's the thing. I've never really been a big fan of watching TV. Like, I think we have had like over-the-air TV until it went to digital, and then we didn't have TV for like 3 or 4 years, and then we had kids, and so I was like, well, we got to at least have like Channel 9, so I bought a digital antenna just to pick up the local stations. Right. And like, I've never been a big fan of watching TV. I do more like video games and reading and comics and pretty much watching movies. You know, that's what we watch a lot of. That and for a while we I think watched everything there was to watch on Netflix, which sometimes leads to you watching really good movies that you were like, I'm never watching that. Like Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I seen that movie at Best Buy when it first came out. I was like, that movie looks so freaking stupid. And then we ran out of stuff to watch on Netflix, and I was like, well, what the hell? We're going to watch Tucker and Dale versus Evil. And I don't think I've ever seen my wife laugh so much in my entire life. Like, we laughed the entire movie. It is freaking hilarious. So anybody in the audience, if you've never seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil, you have to watch it because it is freaking funny.
That's the hillbillies who are going up against the zombie apocalypse, right?
Yeah. They go out in the cabin in the woods and the high school kids show up and they all start dying.
Because I think that the Tucker and Dale are the serial killers, right?
Yeah. Yep, that's it. You only watch the internet anymore?
Yeah, I can understand that. You know, it's funny. Growing up, I used to be like this. Like, watching TV was like all I wanted to do. I was like Mike TV from Willy Wonka. You know, I only wanted to ever watch cartoons. And now that I work now I find that I work on my comics, I'm not like watching as much as hey Smithers. Yeah, you know, I find it distracting. You know.
What's going on, Smithers? How are you doing?
Come on, Smithers. You can load.
I'm doing fine, thanks. No, just got off work.
Oh, you just got off work?
Yeah.
Crazy day.
Yep, another one tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after, and the day after.
What are you doing?
That's the restaurant life.
With all this snow, you better be tipping that delivery driver a lot of extra money, Smithers. I'm telling you, to go up your hill with all you order.
Or at least give them a hot cup of coffee.
Well, at least it keeps you busy.
Yep.
Going to be the mailman bringing the order from Big Dog that slides down the hill.
Yeah, the truck loses all of its traction, and after dropping the 800 packages off at Smithers, all the weight on the rear tire.
I'm pretty sure it is Smithers doing the deliveries.
Like, oh my God, I can't. What happened? I don't have any traction anymore. Oh, I went to Smithers' house.
Yeah, I order way too much. I just I had a vacation a couple weeks ago, and I put all the comics I bought in the last year away, and I think it was like 8 long boxes.
Wow.
It was nuts.
How many did you get through?
Well, I put them all in the boxes because I didn't have time to actually sort them. So now they're all in boxes at least, and kind of in a pattern where I can easily sort them when I do get more time. So
what was it, 90% BDI or?
no, I have like 4 or 5 long boxes of BDI. The rest is stuff from like Jesse James and other places. My LCS, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So besides BDI, what are some of your big go-to series?
Whatever floats my fancy. I've stopped buying a lot of Marvel and DC unless it's older stuff. I buy some of the newer stuff when I get deals on them, but most of it's older stuff or indie. A lot of indie stuff. I see Brian Pulido just dropped a Kickstarter, so that kind of took me like 20 minutes of looking through that, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Everybody has Kickstarters. And now
Did you watch the launch on that? At 6 minutes and 48 seconds, they topped 100K.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
They had it on the screen. It was just like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. And in 3 minutes, it was over $50,000. So
wow.
they knocked it out of the park. I think the last I looked, they were at 104 when I got off there. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, there's I got like 7 or 8 Kickstarters that I'm still on, and plus the ones I just funded for the last few months. I'm just like, everybody stop. Just stop. Give me a month off. Just give me a month off. And then Russell has to do a Kickstarter, which is funded. Yay.
Yay, I know. Woo.
I was like, I saw how close you were last night. I'm like, more books. I just kept putting $20 on there to keep getting more books.
I got to ask you a question because you collect as much as us. Are you getting the Catterday books from BDI every?
I am. I still have to buy the last one, but yeah, I do get them.
We have to buy the last one.
Because I'm just like crazy buying them, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, we already have the story, but I'm like, I don't want to miss out on something else if something different in it.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for a pretty cover.
There will be no new stories in them. There will only be new covers. But you insisted we buy the first one.
Yep.
So that kind of commits us for all of them.
New covers are life. New covers are love.
No.
Mike's like, give me the story. Give me the story.
Yeah, I want
a bad joke.
I can have the same old cover. I'm fine with it.
Mike wants what's inside. Trisha digs on the covers. That's
I think we all are.
I love the art.
I will select my favorite cover.
Agree with you, Heather.
I will select my favorite cover, but I only need one.
Well, we know what Trish selects right off the bat.
87 covers like Jim does all the time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I just need one.
But you can tell just by Jim, the person he is, just by watching him on live shows, he can't just take like 6 covers. He needs like 100 himself. So
yeah, and it's
I
so
love
funny
him on shows. Jim is amazing, just full of energy.
Yeah,
I want to know the one person. Jim says that one guy will always buy whatever cover in any form, if it's metal, chrome, whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to know that guy's. I'm like, our comic book is like $700 for our budget. I want to know what his budget is a month.
But it's always funny too because Jim's like, I've got this super secret cover on Facebook, and then like 2 minutes later, Jim's like, hey, you want to see something? I'm like, okay. He's like, look at this cover I just got. I was like, I thought it was super secret. Like, whatever.
Wait, you guys have a budget? There's a such thing as a budget?
We try to keep it to the budget, but it doesn't always work with everybody having Kickstarters at the same time and having some tiers we have to play catch up on. So it's like, oh, okay, that's $200 for that one, or $150 for another one. And that's the rough one.
My boss, I was out with my boss a couple weeks ago, and he was asking me how much I spend in comics, and I told him, and he's like, "Why don't you just budget to like what you bonus every period?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but then I wouldn't get what I want, so there's a problem."
Yeah. And so also Alex in the on screen here. I don't know why I was in the audience. He also has a Indiegogo that's running right now for Zener. So if you want to tell everybody about it real quick.
I'd love to if they allow me. So Zener is
or
like
you can only
do so many Kickstarters. Well, Xener is the story of Axel de Vera, a man who was born with immense psychic powers, making him one of the most powerful humans on the face of the earth. The problem is, events in his life cause him great trauma that leaves him with a very fragile sanity, so he's not in the right mind to use them, and he's caught in the middle in this city called Indigo Valley, where all these powerful people behind in the shadows working, trying to kind of get at Xener, trying to use them for their own nefarious ends, and Xener he's trying to use his abilities to help people. He's a healer by nature. He tries to help like his foes more than just punch him and throw him in jail. But at the same time, he suffers from anxiety, depression, OCD, and he's struggling to maintain his like sanity when he's dealing with all this dark stuff that's happening in the city that normally an upbeat moral character like him shouldn't be dealing with. So in a lot of ways, he's his own worst enemy. He's got the psychic powers, but he doesn't have the strongest mind to use them, which is kind of ironic. So the coolest way I want to put it, it's what happens if you give a moral upbeat character like Superman and give him Batman's dark problems. So that's kind of the minute pitch. So yeah, that's on Indiegogo right now. It's fun thing. We're getting some hits on it. So yeah.
And you guys launched, I guess, like a week ago, I think it was.
Yeah, we just finished our first week. We got like 20 days left in the kicks and the Indiegogo. So
cool. And for anybody that heard that rundown, I popped the link in the comments there for you. So if you want to, definitely go check it out. Give it a look, see.
Nice.
So Jack, what about you? What is your major collection? What is your favorite? I know you've been on the show before, but we really never delved into what kind of collections and what kind of books that you really, really like.
Jack froze.
Jack froze.
He's like, that's
wow,
a big
Jack,
question.
That's really
California has fallen.
Oh no. It fell off into the ocean.
And the funny thing is, he's the only one that doesn't have like really
Too many
crazy
to
bad
decide.
weather. All the rest of them
I
have
don't
bad
have anything that's too specific.
Oh, you don't have anything too specific? All right, yeah, we were getting worried for a minute there. We thought you were going to be streaming from a life raft because California fell into the ocean or something. Are you there still, bud? No, I think we lost him. Go out and come back in, Jack.
Yep.
Oh,
I pulled him out for a second until he can fix his connection. We'll try to pull him back in.
What is this comment right here? Danny D says Xener is a diode. What was that?
Diode?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
Diode is a weird kind of gem.
It's a gem.
Let me hold on. Let me look at this.
No, that's a geode. The diode is
There he is.
a conductor. You back, Jack?
Let's see. Let's see.
Is he muted?
can you speak?
He's frozen again. There he goes.
I have a treat, Jack. I have a treat. Come on.
Maybe,
You guys hear
we
me?
need to get a PDI cover and hold it up.
Can you hear me?
Oh. Okay, so apparently there's a diode electronic cable that's called the Xener diode. So
Hello? Test?
Yeah, we can hear you, but your video's frozen up, bud.
yeah.
You're the new freeze frame. I'm passing it on to you. It's all you now.
No, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Good.
I don't know. Maybe if I pull the...
Move really fast.
Lovely. Perfect. That's what I wanted to do. Be the freeze frame.
Actually, Jack has.
But no,
shown us
there's
He's
just too
got a
much
lot of art.
in my collection overall.
There's too much in your collection overall. So you just like to dabble in a little bit of everything.
Good enough? One way, next way. Yes, I do
I'm
have
sorry.
art books. Pretty much.
I think you
There's
guys have a
tons of things that I
conversation
love.
over there.
Big Dog Ink is starting to become the biggest of what I have now. But
I'm sorry. It's so funny because it happened to me for so long, and now it's happening.
Ah!
And it's hilarious. Try quitting out and coming back in on the same link, Jack, and I'll bring you back in.
Wonderful.
You guys can get all my internet speed if you want.
Holy shit, this is incredible. We have officially raised. I just checked my campaign. We have officially raised, as of right now, 20% of our goal.
Cool.
Good job.
Speaking of Big Dog Inc., you're making me miss the BDI show tonight.
Yeah, I just turned it on and seen that they had miscellaneous books up on the stand. I was like, whoa.
So going back to that person you were talking about that buys all of Jim's cover, we missed the comment. Well, we missed this comment while we were trying to get Jack back in here. So that explains it all.
Is that Chuck that's talking about the dude? He didn't want to tell it out.
Did everyone get quiet?
No, not everybody didn't get quiet. I was watching to see if Jack's coming back.
So when
in.
did your project actually get fully funded? Do you know the exact moment? Or was it when you were sleeping?
Yeah, it was at like 7:15 this morning was when it funded. Because I got up at 8:15 and it said 59 minutes when I loaded the dashboard, and then after I loaded the dashboard and I was looking around for a second, it rolled over to an hour. So it had to be 7:14, 7:15. So it was right at 11 hours it funded. So I was super excited.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Now I can finish the book. I'm so happy.
Yep.
I was so frustrated when I didn't get funded the first time. I'm sure you were too, but I was just like, he gave me the book to read. Now I want to finish it. Damn it.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is the timeline shouldn't be too bad on the book. So I've already started writing book 2. So to be on track with things, I think this fall I could probably kickstart book 2, and then probably between spring and summer next year I could probably crank out book 3, because I mean the easy part is the book's already written,
Right.
and the hard part is I rewrote a lot of book 1, so there's a big kind of change that happens in there. New characters were added in, and the whole timeline kind of changed around and things moved, and so I have to adjust that throughout the book. And then that's also why I decided with this campaign to do the write-in tier, because I was like, well, hell, I'm rewriting book 2, so to speak. It's still following the same storyline, just with new stuff. So that's why I added that tier in there, because I was like, oh, that, once I add new characters, give people a chance to be a part of the book. So I thought it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I literally it was like 11:30 last night. I was just like, oh, he's almost funded. $20. Kept putting $20 on there to see how much I could get you back.
Hopefully I can be heard this time.
Wait,
and I'm not frozen.
Maybe.
You're going slow, but you're not frozen.
Exactly. Who am I?
Who are you? Who is this man?
Slow?
So Russ is doing the tours. Alex, what shows are you going to be on promoting your book? So if
The man with the perpetual smile.
What shows am I on? I've actually been on a couple shows that are coming out. I've been on Russell's show actually, just this past what was it, Saturday or Sunday? What was it?
Saturday.
Saturday. So I've also been on. I was just on Indie Volt last time. I'm hoping to. I mean, I don't think I can actually go to some actual shows to do some promotion, live shows for a while. But I'm hoping to keep this going to promote out there. So honestly, I've just been on a bunch of shows. I've lost track, I've lost track. But I've been on a lot of. So I've been on Indie Volt. I've been on Jack Russell's show. I'm taking every show I can, and I'm still booking them.
Yeah, I hear Russell's show. I hear that show's a train wreck.
Everybody loves a train wreck, so I mean you're good.
Exactly. They sit and watch. That's why they watch me on Sundays.
Oh, I'm actually going to be on Pops's live. Pops. My brain is farting real bad. I'm going to be on Pops's
Comic Talk on Monday.
No, it's Virtual Con that's coming up. Yeah,
CromCon.
CromCon. Yeah, so I'll be there. You can catch me there.
Hey, Jack, wait. I think
Frozen again?
I think he's frozen again.
Nope, he just moved
Yeah.
a little bit.
You can't see me? Can you not
Oh,
see
great.
me?
John Cena's here.
Ah.
There goes the show. Close it down.
I was on Catch the Craze podcast not too long ago. I was on a creators outlet. Just going through the list here. Been on a lot of shows recently.
Oh, hey, as long as it's working for you, you're doing great.
Yeah, I'm doing the best I can. That's all I can really do. That's all I can really do. I can do the best I can. Hope people support. You know.
You know, the best thing about doing the tours for the Kickstarters and for the crowdfunding and doing the shows and helping creators out is meeting like-minded people that have the same sense of humor that you do. Because it's like, you know, you'll get on a live feed and you'll crack jokes and you'll be like, man, I really don't know how people are going to take this. Or you'll be like, either A, this guy's a really big douchebag, or B, that's funny as hell. And so usually I tend to go to the part of I really don't care because this is just who I am and I like to crack jokes.
Yeah.
So I think I probably pissed off a few people here and there, but it's like, you know, I like to have fun and be serious because you can't just be serious all the time. And it's fun to crack jokes. And you know, that was what was so fun about being on Brian's show last night is Brian K. Morris is he's such a great dude. And I love being on his shows for like Nevermind the Furthermore in the mornings and, you know, because just give him a hard time and he just rolls with it. And it's great. And we talk about crazy shit on there too. Like, you know, dino porn and all.
Dinosaur porn.
Yeah.
Like
Jesus.
that Conan O'Brien opening sketch, like the sexy dinosaur drawings. That's my sexy dinosaur drawings.
Well, Brian's show is good because you could drop your links. Like if you have something going on when he does his in the morning, never mind the furthermore. I should be able to say this by now. For Rising Tide, he you could drop all your links and he gives you a call out, and it's a great way to advertise yourself.
I gotta check out his show. Let's see. Well, what's the show called? Does it have like
look up Rising Tide Publications.
Rising Tide Broadcast Network. You can find his schedule right on there. And you can also share anything into Comics and More Chaos group. Any of your promotions, any artwork, any Kickstarters, sales, videos, any of that stuff can be shared right in there. That's what it's for.
Nice.
And you've got the announcement section there.
Okay,
You're not going
I just
live
found
this
it.
Sunday,
I just followed this guy. I actually have been trying to get in contact with him. So yeah.
Heather, you're not going live this Sunday, are you? You said you were going to be out of town this weekend.
Yeah, we're getting a storm. I'm gonna be home.
Oh,
yeah,
you didn't get to go out?
No, I'm missing my Valentine's Day. So yeah. So we're gonna have to reschedule to when we're not getting snow there, here, and in between.
So you are going to be going live then Sunday.
I will be going live this Sunday. So also on my show, you can drop your link.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to drop it. I had to do it.
You also had to what, Heather?
So I'll be going live. So when I go live, drop your links on my feed also. That's what it's there for. I read out what people are working on, projects you've got coming up, anything, you know, we banter and we go way off the rails all the time. It never goes as planned.
Yeah, it always goes way off the rails. Because you've got Brian K. Morris and me and...
I'm part of Rising Tide Broadcast Network now. So I actually have a name to the show. It's going to be Comics, Chaos, and Sass. And it kind of fits. I had a guy trying to ask me what it would take for me to get into bed with him, the last show that I had. So you never know what kind of comments are going to be there. And I was just like, yeah, no. And next. It's interesting. But yeah, I mean, the show is for a lot of the indies. Drop your information, whether it's writers or artists or Kickstarters or Indiegogos. Drop the links there. I share it out into a bunch of groups. I get pretty good views. And hopefully it helps some people.
You know, you ought
do that. I'll be
you ought to
catching
change
some
the name of it to Drop Your Links, Not the Kinks.
Yeah, I already get flagged enough on Facebook. I got my account taken down again today. I had a fight with them. So let's not go there. Let's, you know, as much as I do have pages for the kinks, let's, you know, keep them a little separate.
Well, that's why
that's what
Drop Your
DeviantArt's
Links,
for.
Not the Kinks. So what else besides WandaVision has everybody else been getting into? Anybody watch any new release movies coming out?
I haven't seen anything.
I haven't either. I know
It's all music.
Everybody's been talking about Wonder Woman 84 for a while. I still haven't had a chance to watch that either.
I watched that one. My son wanted to watch that. We watched that on Christmas Day.
That's already off the station. They're only on for a month.
Really?
Yeah. Wonder Woman was out for a month on HBO Max.
HBO.
Oh.
Yeah. Danny wants to know, how did you fight with Facebook? Their AI is a real smart ass.
I've had Facebook, and I've lost 75 of my alternate accounts. I know how to fight with Facebook to keep my main, and I'll be really pissed if my main goes down, since business and the contacts and my kids' picture. So yeah, it's fun to have a fan, but it seems to go down about once a week. I get reported and have to verify who I am and go through all of that.
Oh my gosh, 75 alternate accounts that you've got.
I've lost 75. They were disabled. Those were my disabled accounts. I'm down to one that I normally use, and I gave away 2 alts because my friends can't behave. And I think I've got like one, I think somewhere as just an add-on admin places in case I lose the ones I have now.
Man, you guys are always getting in trouble between the socialites, elite
I
page.
am not. I'm
Oh.
perfect angel. I'm innocent.
Yeah.
Ish. Yeah, no, I'm pretty good. I haven't lost an account in a while. I've gotten a couple bans on my alt, and my YouTube is pretty good though. It's in pretty good shape. All of my YouTube. I have 3 YouTube channels, so they're doing pretty well.
Smithers, turn Tom down. We can hear him in the background.
Yeah, I can hear
He
Tom.
is not on at all. I promise.
Man, Smithers was probably still beating everybody out on
Actually,
on-
no. He's showing a lot of old books that. I mean, some of them I want, but I probably
Schiff
already
is
have
like-
them.
Rob Schiff is like, Smithers is live on Russell's show. I'm going to go in and get all the books today. And he's like, damn it, Smithers, get off of Tom's show. You're supposed to be live right now.
No, like Tom just showed like a stack of like BDI books that he's gonna put up later, and there's like Ursa, and Rob's like Ursa. He's like flooded the feed. I won't watch it. I promise. I'll turn
Yeah.
this back on.
Well, here, we'll cut to commercial break for a second so you can get
Just the corner of your eye.
Commercial break?
Yeah, we're gonna cut to commercial break. So if you want to get a drink or something, you have about 2 minutes. How about
There's a
that?
commercial.
Yeah, there's a commercial. You guys should check this shit out. It's pretty cool, actually.
Well, now I want to watch the commercial.
Boom, just like that. Back from commercial break.
Boom.
Oh, I was digging on the music. I was like, let's go. Let's dance. It's party time.
Yeah, I actually made that music. Can you believe that? So that's been the hard part of making like the intros, the outros, and the music for the videos, and that's why my Kickstarter video isn't up yet. Is DRM sucks. So I've been using a program and creating my own music for the shows and for the intros, outros, and all that fun goodness. Excuse me. So you don't get flagged by Facebook and by YouTube and all that fun noise.
Well, it's very good. I love what you've done here. It's really good. I was jamming out to it.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I didn't do anything else. I got some water as I was watching it. That's about it.
Smithers was carrying his phone as he goes. He's like, man. Everybody's looking at him like, what the hell is he doing?
Everyone else in my house is like, what are you doing? Yeah.
Commercial is the best part of this show. You know,
Mike made a game of it. He's like, oh, what videos is it? And he was like clicking on the links as we're going in there. And he's like, what other one do I need to post? Mic drop.
Yeah, so I had to cut that one down. That was actually the one that I used for the video for when we did the Nebula Pearl the week before it launched. And there goes Jack. Jack's gone again. We lost him.
Dope.
Get down. And Lewis is back. Look at that. You freaking show the commercial, and then like Lewis shows
What's
up
up,
after
Lewis?
the commercial airs.
Hey, Lewis.
What's up, Lewis?
He felt a disturbance in the force. It needs an explosion sound. Yeah, and that's a bad thing. You know what? I would have to actually literally record my own explosion sound because I guarantee you the first 80 ones I would download would probably have DRM attached to it somehow. And Facebook would hear it and be like, oh, he's using something illegal. Block. Because I actually set up a test feed page to test the videos on the test feed. And yes, I have had stuff that I've used stock sounds out of. And just that 1 second of that stock sound, like, I don't know, a minute later, they flagged it and took it down, and it was blocked. Mm-hmm. Ed Williams, if he's still here, he knows what I'm talking about. They were watching. He got on because he used part of the test feed page when I test out, or when they add new features, so he can come in and how things is. And he's like, all of a sudden, the sound went out, and he's like, there's no sound anymore. I was like, yeah, I just got a message from Facebook that they flagged it.
So, it would be cool to record your own explosion, though.
Oh man! Oh, I already have, man. You don't? Did you see the explosion at the beginning? Oh yeah, you've seen the countdown. That was the one that I did. So the intro that I did, I think when you were on last Saturday, I didn't have the intro video made yet that I played today, and so that explosion that was actually the 4th of July last year.
Nice.
And I actually uploaded the actual regular video. I didn't because I was a dumbass and recorded it the wrong way. But here's that one. So there you go. So yeah, it's always fun on the 4th of July around me. It is Russ Explodes Studios for a reason. I like to blow shit up. So yeah, we've done some crazy stuff. I still have on my fingers though. See,
that's a plus.
Russell, I still think my favorite video you posted this last year was of your kids this summer with the diet, the Pepsi and the.
Oh
Mentos.
wait, you mean this video here?
Yeah, that one's awesome.
Where your kids are like, what?
Maybe.
Then they get all wet. It's awesome. It's great.
Yeah, hold on. We got the slow-mo video if it'll cooperate with me, or I think I just broke the computer. It was like, no, screw you.
I liked when they were like the kitty fighting that was just a couple of weeks ago.
The toddler fight
That
club.
was cute.
Oh my gosh. And it sucks because so we got that blow-up Spider-Man, and like so some reason the sound went out like 2 minutes into the video. And then, I'm like, all right, just get in there and fight Spider-Man. So he just starts, beating the crap. Oh, I'm sorry, the Velvet Spider. We can't say Spider-Man.
Sorry, guys. Hold on a sec. I'll be...
All right, cool. And I'm like, oh, we got to call it the Velvet Spider. So I was like, he gets in the ring with the Velvet Spider. And, it was 3 hits, and the whole bottom of the thing blew out. It was like...
Sorry about that. I'm back with that guy. That's always a fun video.
Yeah, and it just randomly decided to play. I clicked on it like 3 minutes ago. But anyway, so yeah, it was freaking hilarious. We did the toddler fight club things, and the kids were like, "We're gonna do what?" I'm like, "You guys are gonna get in the bounce house." And I got home that day, and I wasn't planning on doing it that day. And why I was like, all of a sudden, I'm like, "Hey, I'm going live in 2 hours." Because I got off work early, and it was like 55 degrees outside. I'm like, it's going to be 30 the rest of the week. We need to do this today. So I got it all set up, and we got the Velvet Spider blown up, and then he hits it 3 times, and the whole bottom blows out of it. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? So when we came back, I was like, whatever, just fight each other. You guys do it all the time anyway, so have at it. It's toddler Mortal Kombat.
Place your bets, folks.
Yeah, place your bets. No joke.
Finish him.
That was fun doing her scavenger hunt. And I think the scavenger hunt's still going on, but I don't know if anybody could come close to what we did that day for pictures.
Yeah, because that's another thing. So Wendy's project, anybody that missed out on Naughty Fairies Con 2, her project is still live. If you go to the Etsy store and search Naughty Fairies on there, and if you missed out on the Kickstarter and your taxes come back, she's going to be running it until about the middle of March, I believe, when I was talking to her about it the other day, because I've still been posting about it off and on. And so I was like, hey, are you still keeping this up? Because I'm still posting about it. And she's like, yeah, it'll probably be up like maybe the first week of March, possibly the second. So anybody, if you didn't get in on it, the stuff is still going towards the stretch goal. So everything that you guys pledge on the Etsy shop is going towards the total on the Kickstarter. So we're still unlocking stretch goals as people are buying stuff. So definitely hit that up. I will pull Wendy's link up for that too and pop it in here.
I'm going to get like a crate from Wendy if that keeps going.
Yeah. You get a crate from Wendy on anything. That was like the freaking Naughty Fairy Steampunk playing cards, which were awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
I was like, this thing's going to come in on a freaking helicopter. They're going to have to drop it in the crate because the freaking tractor trailer isn't going to fit in our subdivision.
Oh, I just thought they were so pretty. I couldn't even open the pack to play with them. You know, I'm like, no, we're not opening them, Mike. What did we buy them for? I said, because they're pretty. Leave them alone.
I can't convince her I have to read them.
We have to make sure all the cards there. You know, there could be like one printed card in there and the rest of them are all blank and you'll never know. You'll never know. And see, there you go, Mike. She's going to open them because it's going to eat away at her. Like 5 hours later tonight, she's going to be like, what if he's right? What if 51 of the cards are blank and only one of them has print on it?
Trish loves to keep things in the boxes.
You know, I get OA from artists, and Mike's like, aren't you going to open it and look at it? I'm like, no, it's already packaged and put away until I can put it into a frame and put it on the wall. It's good. It's safe. I'm happy with it.
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight, Mike. So you get stuff in and you take it out of the oh dang it, I forgot, what are they called? The
envelopes?
The boxes, the ones that are indestructible.
Bags and boards?
No, the box that they come in. The Gemini. They come in the Geminis and you open them up and you're like, I'm gonna set these Geminis aside so I can repurpose them. And and then Trish throws them away. But she gets her stuff and she just leaves it in the box and puts it up. So I see how this goes, Trish.
Trish only uses the factory boxes, like figures that come in boxes. Geminis, no, we tear Geminis right open. And, you know, sometimes I hold on to some of them in case I need to send something dumb out.
No, we never do anything like that. Why do we need to keep Geminis around?
Well, we're not actually sending out books regularly. I mean, we don't sell books or anything.
Oh, where'd they go?
Yep, you lost them.
Well, what happened here?
I wonder if their power went out.
Oh,
no, I don't know what happened. Hold on a second here. I may actually clicked on them when I clicked on Jack. Sorry, guys. Hold on a second.
Did you boot them? So it's your fault you booted them?
Yeah, I may have.
Hopefully this is better.
The computer has gone apeshit.
No, it's my fault.
So
it's not his. It's mine.
When in doubt, blame the Joker.
Yeah, it's all your fault. Damn it.
Yep.
Hold on, Mike.
It's West Coast justice, baby.
All right, I'm sorry. I totally didn't mean to boot you guys. I clicked on Jack and it
he doesn't like you guys anymore. That's what it was. He's like,
yeah, get out of here. I just wanted to shuffle the deck a little bit.
He's very upset about you not taking things out of the
No,
boxes.
I was kind of glad that we're on here because then you're not spending money with Tom. Let's be here all night long.
I'm spending money with
Guess
Tom.
what this is?
Oh,
This
you-
is Trish's fault. Guess who's on Trish's
No kidding,
fault?
right?
Yeah, no. She just said hi to me on Tom's
No.
sale, by the way. She's
Now,
like, "Hello,
this is my
Smitty."
tablet. It is blank.
So wait, so she's blaming it on you for buying all this Tom
And
stuff.
this is my phone, and it is blank.
Uh-oh.
But
Oh,
guess whose phone is now showing Tom? So where we're on this, so I don't spend money. You keep asking me, hey, do you need this? Do you need this?
So
I'm
you
a-
asked me.
I'm a
You asked
good
me
crack
earlier.
dealer. I'm like, do you want me to sample? You need a sample? You need a sample?
A sample? My physical weight limit is less than the boxes of books I get in.
Yeah.
I technically shouldn't take it from the door to the chair.
That's true. Mike got put on because he just had surgery. The doctor put him on a 5-pound weight limit until we go back for his revisit. And yeah, he can't even lift any of his comic books that come in the door.
I can lift a
No.
comic book. I can lift a few comic books. I can't lift one Henri package of comic books.
Yeah, we had to put it front and center. You're right. That's what it is. We had to put the cleavage front and center.
There you go.
So now we learn the truth. Trish is the one that buys all the packages. She blames it on Mike, but then Mike's not allowed to open anything that's in a box. But if it's in a Gemini, it's safe to open. So
That's
what we've
right.
learned tonight is if we send you anything or that you purchase anything, we take it out of the box and put it in the box that you're going to open. So then you have to open it.
Then I'm not.
Oh.
Then I'm not buying it. I'm telling you. I
No
mean,
returns. No returns.
I have toys and they're still in the plastic from the 80s and the 90s. No, they do not come out.
But it's a toy thing. It's not a comic thing.
Right.
Comics are meant to be read. We have 0 slabbed books. 0. I don't want my comics in coffins.
Yeah. I didn't realize I didn't know that they were called slab and until we started watching these shows like a year ago and I'm like, oh, I don't like coffin comics because that's what we refer to them as. And then I didn't realize that that's actually a company was Coffin Comics. So they all thought, oh, you don't like Lady Death? I'm like, no, I like her just fine. Just not Coffin Comics.
Why not Coffin Comics?
Not what?
Why not Coffin Comics?
No, she means slab comics. That's what she thought they used to call
she
them.
means slab. She
But
was calling them coffin.
Right, Coffin Comics because
Okay.
putting them in the grave. Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I misunderstood.
No.
You guys don't own a single slabbed book at all.
No.
Not a single one. The closest we have to it is Trish put one of Steph Wilson's covers in a picture frame on our wall.
Right. I'm going to put the other one in a picture frame. That's as close as it's going to get to slab for us.
I don't usually buy slabs either, but I have like probably 20 or 30. When I get a good deal on them, I buy them.
I told Mike.
Russell's like, I have 4,000. We're good. I have one for Russell. I have to send one to Russell, actually.
Yeah, I have a lot. And yeah, we won't put a number on them. I sold quite a few of them last year to fund the art for the book. But that was only like, I think 10 or 11 of them. And, but yeah, I have a lot. A lot of mine are like the old Vampirellas. So I have 1 through 7. And like my 1 is like an 8.5 and it's signed by Neil Adams.
That's awesome.
And then my 2 is like a 9.6 and my 3 is a 9.4. And so, I mean, those are like a lot of the ones that I have that are slabbed. And I have a Tomb of Dracula #1 signed by Neil Adams. That's slabbed. The main ones that I ever only get slabbed are the variant covers because, you know, you get the standard book to read and you get the variant because of the cover, of course. And so I get it slabbed, you know, and usually I'll have them signed before I get them slabbed just to preserve them and the signature and everything on them. And because I have 2 toddlers that like to sneak downstairs and get in my comic closet and decide to peruse my comic books sometimes.
Ugh, that's so scary.
Well, don't worry. There's gonna be a lock on my comic closet.
Well, see, we lucked out. We just lucked out. Our daughter moved out, and she already knows. She's like, "Can I at least have my room for like a week after I move out, and it can be my room before you turn it into the comic book room?" And I'm like, "You have 1 week. Time's ticking."
Yeah.
I just picture you waking up, going downstairs, and there's like ketchup everywhere because they got in the kitchen, and then they went to go read your comics. And there's ketchup on every comic.
Oh man, no.
That's just like a nightmare scenario in my head right now. Thanks.
Or them trying the soda bit in the house with around your comics.
Or assuming it is actually ketchup.
Yeah, hopefully.
Or they're cutting them up like, "Daddy, look, we made pretty collages." You're like,
"Oh my god, that was a 1969 Vampirella. How dare you?"
"But it looks pretty, Daddy." You're like,
Nothing is more classic than when I got the art print of I can't remember the name of the store now, but it was Lady Death, Vampirella, and Black Cat on the print. And so, it was a Steph cover. So, of course, it was the Sheer, because Sheer is always in for stuff.
Right.
Was that Buku Comics?
No, it wasn't Buku Comics. It was another store. But anyway, I get this in, and I leave it sitting on the side of the couch. And, like, usually the kids were never over there. And I set it over there so they wouldn't see it and they wouldn't get into it. And then I forgot it was there. Well, Roderick went over there to get a movie off the movie shelf and turned around. And he's just, like, staring. And we're both looking at him like, what is Roderick staring at? And my wife goes, "Roderick, what are you doing?" He's like, "Looking at Daddy's new boobies." I was like,
oh god.
So I was like, "Oh great, he's ruined for life." So thanks for that stuff.
Not ruined, just appreciation. My son's 13, and we got the Christmas card from Steph, and I went to take a picture, and he's just staring at it with a big smile. I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I like the card. Can we leave it on the tree?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Why not?" I said, "What if your friends come over?" And he's like, "Yeah, I have to move it if they come over, but we can leave it up the tree." I'm like, "No."
So for everybody, sorry about the delay. I did pop Wendy's Naughty Fairies Etsy link into the page.
Cool.
Everybody that's watching on YouTube and on Facebook, that's it there. When you click on that link, it'll take you to the page where all of the Naughty Fairy Con items are, and you can still get them. They are available. But yeah, so now I've learned anytime anything comes in from stuff, I'm like, all right, this is going straight downstairs. Because I got in on the, what was it? The Harry Potter cover that he did there around Christmas.
Yep.
And that came in. And my wife's like, "What did you get from Steph?" And I was like, "For me to know and you to find out."
Real Bluebeard moment, isn't it?
So as parents, what's the worst naughty thing your kids ever did? Like our girls, we had this MMO we played, and they sold all of our gear that took us. We were like level 60, sold all of our epic gear so they could run around naked. So what have your kids done that's kind of naughty in that sense?
Which one?
Nothing.
Any of
really.
you guys that have kids or young ones at your house, nieces, nephews.
Nothing really like that, except for Roderick. He'll come in there walk with butt ass naked, and he'd be like playing with himself, twirling it around like it's a helicopter or something. And I just crack up laughing because my wife's like, "He's your son." I was like, "Get to the chopper." And my wife will start laughing, and he'll start doing this and swinging it around. And my wife's just like, "I could kill you right now." And I'm like, "Now, Roderick, one day when you go to school again, we don't do this at school, okay?" So I can only imagine I'm going to get a phone call from Roderick's teacher, and it's going to be like, Roderick's going to be at school going, "Get to the chopper."
The teacher's going to call you, and you're going to be like, "Well, did somebody get to the chopper?"
Did you all make it to the chopper? Are you safe?
He was just trying to save you guys from the predator. Come on,
you guys. And then the worst thing that he's ever said was, one day I'm driving along, I'm coming home. I don't remember. I think we ran to Walmart. And I just took Roderick with me, and so Roderick's with me, and this lady waits until we were like, it's a 45-mile-an-hour zone. She waits until we're like 100 feet from the entrance. She had 3 freaking blocks to pull out in the road. And she waits until I get 100 feet from that entrance and pulls out in front of me and then just does 5 miles an hour. And I'm like, you dumb bitch, you stupid bitch. And so, like, the next day, my wife had Roderick and Adriana in the car. And she's just cruising down the road. And somebody does it to her at Quick Trip. And she slams on the brake, and Roderick's in the back seat, doesn't miss a beat. He's like, you dumb bitch, you stupid bitch. My wife's like, what did you say? And I just started cracking up. And I was like, that's my fault. I'm like, Roderick, we don't say that. He goes, why? I said, you just call her a dumb lady, okay? He's like, dumb lady, pull out in front of us.
Oh.
That, and he's picked up damn it. So anytime he drops something or does something bad, he says that he doesn't like, he says damn it all the time. He picked that up from my wife. So I'm like, I blame you for that. So I'm free and clear.
When you have kids, never a dull moment.
Never. I have a 13-year-old. I have a 13-year-old boy, and my previous industry was lingerie, sex toys, and fetish, business to business. And I owned a publication. And I can remember editing photos from a runway show. And my son was probably 2 or 3 at the time. And he looks right at the computer screen because he never really paid attention. And he goes, Mommy, is that a Barbie? I'm like, close enough. The things had come back from the show. He was never allowed to go in my office without me because I had show stuff and show books, and they were not child friendly. And one time I caught him in my office pulling out stuff out of the show bag. Mom, what's this? Put it back. Well, what is it? It's not for you. Put it back. Oh, yeah, he's happy I'm involved with comics right now. He's like, I could actually be involved. He used to ask, when can I go with you to Vegas? When you're 21. Well, why not before then? Because you can't get on the floor until you're 21. So there's no point. When you're 21, you can go with me. Oh.
Yeah, for a follow-up to that, the funny story with that is we went to my dad's for Christmas several years ago. And this was before we even had kids. And so we were at his girlfriend's house. And we're all sitting in the living room talking. We kept hearing this noise coming from the other room. And we're like, what in the hell is that noise? And so his girlfriend gets up and goes into the bedroom and comes out. The kids were in the closet and they found her toys and they were in there fighting with them turned on. And so I'm like, oh my God, I didn't need to know that. It was like 20 minutes. We heard this noise of them because they turned them all on in the bag and they were vibrating against the wall. So that's like everybody kept stopping while they were talking, looking around like, what the hell is that?
Wow.
Can you imagine explaining that to your friends? Like, your kids are in my closet playing with my toys. No, about a year, maybe 2 years ago, my niece and nephew were here with my mom, and I get home from work, and my nephew's like 9 or 10, and my niece is like 6 or 7, and they see a commercial for Spam. And my niece is just on the iPad, just, going and play her game. And my nephew's like, what's Spam made out of? I'm like, oh, when all the babies die at the hospital, they make Spam out of the babies. And he goes, what? Grandma? And Emma, his sister, just goes, he's messing with you, Noah. They're not made out of babies. And she's like, gosh, Noah, you're so stupid. She's so funny. She's such a smart ass.
Well, I did legitimately have one of my kids convinced for like 6 months that baby oil was made from babies.
That's awesome.
Because I told them, because they were like, what is this? I'm like, it's baby oil. And they're like, what's it made out of? I'm like, babies? Why would they call it baby oil? They're like, no, it's not. I'm like, well, what's canola made out of? Our vegetable oil made out of? And they're like, vegetables. I'm like, so what do you think baby oil's made out of? And so for the longest time, I was like, this is what happens when you're bad. You get made into baby oil. And Adriana totally thought it was serious, and Roderick's like, whatever, Dad. But it was really funny today. We went downtown because it was snowing really bad. And we needed a few groceries for the house. We were low on milk and stuff like that. So we went down to get milk before all the crazies went and cleaned them out. Because when there's snow in the forecast, milk and bread run out. And we just need it because we legitimately need it. And we go through town and we went through the park, and we were driving by, and there's this one big pavilion, and it's got like a whole bunch of benches in it. And Adriana's just like, "Wow, Mom, look at all them benches." And it sounded like she was saying bitches, and I was like, "What?" I'm looking around, and she's like, "There's a lot of bitches in there." I'm like, "Sissy, it's bench is. Let's use the correct pronunciation for benches because we don't want people thinking this."
That reminds me of Beavis and Butthead, the movie where they go to Vegas and they're saying slots.
Yeah,
It's like there's slots in Vegas. They're like slots.
yeah. What aisle are the hoes in? Yeah, bunch of filthy chicks. That or the one where they hear about the filthy chicks, and it's just them cleaning the wildlife. We're here for the filthy chicks. Yeah. Great times. They don't make things like they used to like that.
They don't. I love Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. What
That
show?
whole MTV animated hour they had, where they had like the Max and that one with I forgot what it was called. I'll remember in a second. But the guy with the big brain, with the aliens are in his head.
Oh yeah.
That whole animated hour growing up was awesome.
Well, we watch that show. It's 80s and 90s cartoon. I am always sharing it on there. Like every Saturday morning, they have Saturday morning 80s cartoons. And I feel before I go to work, I like have my bowl of cereal and I'm watching the cartoons and I'm just digging on it. And then on Sundays, they do the 90s cartoons and I'm just digging on it. And oh, it is so fun to like relive all that stuff.
Sorry, guys. I'm looking to see. I don't know if Jack's really in the back or if it's just glitched up and it still has him on here. I guess it's just glitched up. It keeps
Poor
popping up and
Jack.
saying there's a guest in the back, and I go to look and it's blank there. But maybe he is there. I see him. Hold on. Let's try adding him back to the stream. He's gonna end up knocking me off like Lewis did that one night.
So if you had to choose one cartoon, what is your cartoon that best defines your childhood, like from that you liked growing up?
Oh, let's see. A little difficult.
Only one?
Only one. I know.
I think the show that influenced me the most, I think it would be Batman the Animated Series. I mean, that was like one of the first superhero shows I ever got. And I think that is what got me into comics. And just whenever I watch it, I'm like, this is Batman at his finest. This is superhero at its finest. This is comic books at its finest. You know.
Are you there, Jack?
Maybe.
Gonna try it again?
There we go.
There we go. We can hear you.
Oh, I'm in the back.
Now he's frozen again.
Get to the chopper.
Man, you know what? I don't really even know. Man, I watched so many cartoons when I was a kid. Like I
am in the back. If you guys can see me.
We can see you.
You're in the
You're in live.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's gone.
Now he's gone.
Is this now? All I can think of is Spaceballs. He's like, is this now? Or is this now then? Oh man. So I don't know. I watched so many cartoons growing up, man. When I was really young, I remembered watching Tailspin and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers were two of my go-tos. And I actually own the complete series of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. I freaking love that show. And I make my kids watch it on the regular, and they don't like it because it's not as cool as it's not as cool as watching an hour of somebody playing with toys when they have toys. Like, I just don't even get it. It's a whole new generation.
Yeah.
But as I grew up, it was Batman Beyond, Gargoyles, Samurai Pizza Cats, and of course, back in the old days, Voltron and Thundercats and
I'm trying to figure out what part of my life you're talking about because, like, growing up or like when I was in high school? Like,
Well, because like I know my cartoons that I love is like Thunder the Barbarian or Pirates from Darkwater, and of course, Thundercats. That's just. But I mean, I just didn't know where your
or cartoons I watch now.
It's funny because like I grew up watching cartoons. That was like almost everything I watched, and like when I was a kid, I really loved them. But now when I look at some of the shows I used to watch, I was just like, what did I see in this? I mean, why did I like this? I mean, why does it not do it the same thing for me now as it did back then?
Your taste evolved.
Well, and it's just funny, things like Darkwing Duck. Back in the day, Darkwing Duck, I loved the crap out of that, and it's like it just like vaporized off the face of the earth, and then now here it is, like in like the end of 19 to mid 2020, like all of a sudden Darkwing Duck made this huge comeback, and the comic book skyrocketed to $500-600 for Darkwing Duck #1, and they re-released some new cartoons, and they started airing the old ones. And that's what the cool thing about Disney Plus is. There's so many of those old cartoons that we watched growing up, like in our not like when we were little kids, but in our mid years. A lot of those cartoons are on there now.
Right.
Oh, I loved Gummy Bears and He-Man and Thundercats growing up, and I watched Gargoyles and DuckTales. Yeah, when closer to high school.
Oh, girl, I could see Gummy Bears right now. Gummy Bears.
Yeah, exactly. That was one of the things.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I did watch that a lot.
He-Man, Garfield.
Oh, Garfield, absolutely.
Yeah.
Jack's back.
Although I don't know
For
if he
now.
knows if he's back. It sounds like
it's funny
he's
what
having a conversation with Siri.
He's looking up cartoons that we're saying. He's like, "What's that?" I don't know that.
Yeah, it's funny what you said about taste, because like I think when I was a kid, I didn't really have any taste back then. I was just watching whatever was on,
and many more.
Watching it. Yeah. Now that I just have
Ted,
requirements
you hear me?
I know what I like. It's like
We can hear you, Jack. Loud and clear.
I'm only catching part of the conversation. That's the problem, because it keeps booting me out.
He's so loud.
And it's so funny because like we seen him type in that message, and the message just now came through. And I already brought him back out, and he's like,
Good.
What we heard him.
Let's see if it doesn't kick me again.
And what he was saying is what he was telling Siri.
I don't know what's going on with StreamYard.
Oh my god, I can't breathe.
Look at the stress you've given the poor.
Yeah, I know, right?
I didn't do nothing. Smithers gives me stress every time he's on. I want Taco Bell.
That's not my fault.
Yeah. I can just see it now. Like Mike was probably messaging
because it's just faster.
For all your meals.
That's Mike's meal, by the way. That's what he's allowed 8 of those a day. That's
what the
it.
hell is that? Like one of those little pill cups?
Oh well.
It's a 1 ounce cup of protein meal.
Yum.
It's a liquid. All I get is liquids. I can dream of what tacos were before.
Did you get Taco Bell?
Yeah, around Christmas, yeah. No Taco Bell now. They make no liquid meal.
Blender.
That Smithers is going to take this back to Taco Bell. Like, we need to design a liquid taco. It's going to be the next thing. Taco shakes. It's going to be the next big thing. Smithers is going to be a millionaire, and he's going to retire from Taco Bell for coming up with the next big thing.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at Jack. Like, every 3 seconds, he's like, what? Just cutting into the conversation.
So soon enough, you'll move up to the nacho cheese sauce.
Yeah. I think when I go back to the doctor, I can have soft foods.
Oh my gosh! The other day I was eating a taco and I like a burrito, one of those fast 39-cent burritos. I've been trying to be a good wife and eat bread in front of Mike, something he won't like. some fell on my pants, and he's like, "Can I lick your pants, baby?" Just that's liquid. Can I lick your pants? I'm like, no, you cannot lick my pants. That's not
Man, I don't know.
Throw it all in the blender and feed it to him.
I don't know what the worst part of that was the fact that hearing her say she was eating.
That's why I said, leave me in the back room.
Licking pants.
It's great because I don't even know if Jack's responding to like things we're actually saying in real time, or he's hearing us like 10 minutes later.
He's real time Back to the Future. Let's see. Jocelyn says, my wife treated me to 7-Eleven for Christmas last year and got me a pizza slice.
Oh, I would kill a person. Nice.
How much longer are you going to be on that for?
Well, I was supposed to go to the doctor on Friday to see if I could switch to soft foods.
Right.
But now
oatmeal.
Now it's been moved to Monday because my ride can't do it on Friday. So maybe on Monday I can have one scrambled egg.
Woohoo.
I will rejoice with that scrambled egg.
I'll tell you what. Back in 2014, I was in a coma for a month, and they had to do a tracheotomy because I was in a coma so long. When I woke up and actually was able to eat, I remember when the therapist came in and she wanted me Chinese foods and let me drink water for the first time. I pretty much proposed to her on the spot. I think I actually said, "Will you marry me?" It was like I was awake for like 3 weeks without eating or drinking.
Wow.
And like just watching commercials of like water and like Gatorade and soda. I'm just like, my tongue was thirsty, but I wasn't thirsty in my body because I was getting like liquids through the IV and stuff. But I was just like, when I first ate a cracker, a freaking saltine cracker, I was just like, man, this is the best thing in the world. So.
But in 5 months, Mike's lost like 120 pounds too. So
that's awesome.
I mean,
it doesn't compare to that saltine that I'm going to get.
He's like, I would kill somebody for a saltine right now.
I'll murder. I get a saltine shake.
Kill the saltine pieces that fell on Trish.
Lick it right off the pan.
I don't even get the whole saltine. I'm not greedy no more.
I can just see it now. Mike's gonna be doing lines of saltines on freaking.
I'll be
How's
telling you,
your sexy time?
Mike's got a problem. He's like sucking the salt off the crackers. He's
And
like,
do you know what I will say? Get the chopped up.
Is Jack in the back again, or did he get kicked?
I put him in the back, and I think he quit out. I put him in the back because he was lagging my feet out. I was getting ready to get booted, like what happened when Lewis was on with me. So I was like, I'm just gonna pull him out. Congrats, Mike. Yeah, definitely congrats on that, man. That's a mighty task. 120 pounds in 5 months.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't that hard. I mean, it was all protein, and I was fine with that. I shouldn't have had the operation. Should have just kept eating protein. I could eat protein till I died.
Did you have a full-blown stapling of your stomach, or did you have the...
Yeah, it's the newest upgrade of it. It's called a Dewey Dental Switch.
Yep.
They cut 75% of my stomach out and threw it away. And
Mike's stomach's now the size of your thumbnail.
Yep.
No, it's not the size of your thumbnail. It's
Yes.
small. It's not the size of your... It's 25% of a normal stomach. So you figure a normal stomach is 4 thumbnails?
Well, no, that's what doctor said. He made it small enough to be your thumbnail. You have time to...
He made the cut as small as his thumbnail he pulled
was
it out of.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
I thought he made it that small.
No. Yeah, I had the full-blown operation.
Have you noticed any like side effects, like chills or anything like that? Do you get cold easier?
They anticipated the operation would take between 30 minutes and 50 minutes. But my stomach had become like muscle, they said. and it took over 4 hours for him to do the surgery, or between 3 and 4 hours.
Wow.
I was under for a really, really long time. And for at least 2 days afterwards, the anesthesia was still pretty messy with me. But the best side effect was I talked like Batman. I had a tube down my throat for so long that for a couple days, everything I said, no matter how I tried to say it, Trish and my sister said sounded like Batman. Wasn't
Trish.
an intentional thing.
Yep, that's how it's like. Trish,
go get my 1 ounce of protein away.
Oh no! While I was in the hospital, I didn't get 1 ounce of anything, so I still had an IV in, giving me a lot of liquid.
So yeah, FYI for all those comic book collectors, that need, just lift your comic book boxes and you tone up your tummy. That's what the doc said that Mike must have done, is lifting the comic book boxes, because that's what the only exercise he's really getting because of COVID and going up and down the stairs with the boxes. So that's it.
Wow.
Next thing you know, Mike's going to talk Tom into selling Get Fit BDI boxes. There's going to be like a strap on them. And they're going to be doing freaking leg exercises with and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. All right, well, you think we can move you up 10 books on each side this week? So what do you want?
That would be a way of getting people in shape.
It would be. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean and judgmental, but there's a lot of your people in the comic book world I've noticed.
There's a lot of big people in the world.
Well, there is.
They don't all collect comics. That's not.
That's a stereotype. Most of us collect comics, not all of us.
Most of us.
But I'm like, you can do some exercises with the short boxes, because those weigh like 35 to 60 pounds, Put 1 on each side. There you go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
And now everybody just learned the secret to the reason why the con slices of pizza are $13 and the beer is $20. Because all the comic collectors are like, I need me some pizza.
No, we went out to San Diego, and the worst price was a hot dog and a can of soda, $12.50.
Mm-hmm.
And you bought it.
I bought it because I was
starving.
I didn't buy it. I was like, I'll live. I can buy comics for that. I was in San Diego.
So what are you guys reading that's any good right now?
Right now, I'm currently going through Future State for DC because I bought a number of them and I realized they're sort of expensive and I'm not sure I care about staying with DC.
Wow.
They're not bad stuff, but I have so many books currently, I'm never going to catch up.
Yeah.
And DC upped the prices on all their books. I'm like, maybe you did this at a bad time, people.
less titles, and even our LCS even said that. He's like, less titles, but I don't see why they raise the prices.
Because people are buying, they're trying to capitalize on it.
Yep. Well,
my LCS said they're nonstop busy, and they have 2 stores, just nonstop.
Well, and here's the other thing too. You know, they got bought out. You know, so what is it? AT&T owns DC still for now.
But see, like our local comic shop, like last month, Mike, because it's a half an hour away from us, so we make one trip a month, and normally that one trip down to our local comic shop is anywhere from $150 to $200. This last month, it was $300.
Wow.
And I'm like, what the hell? He's like, almost all these books, Trish, that you picked up are like $10 or $8 to $10. I'm like, this is crazy.
It's not right. It's just not right. Especially when they used to, back in the day, used to cost like a nickel or something. 99 cents.
Well, I'm not old enough to remember a nickel. But
Yeah.
I do remember it being a lot cheaper.
It's like,
Yeah,
how old do
I
you think
remember
we
the
are?
35-cent ones, but not no nickel.
Well, and the thing is, if the content was worthy of the price of the books, it would be worth it.
Right.
Right.
And that's the problem, is the content and the quality of the books has fallen so bad. Oh, we lost Heather.
If you guys haven't read The Changeling by Anthony Delaney, you have to.
Well, I have mine coming, so I definitely look forward to
It is
reading
awesome. I just spent I think like $425 on some OA from him and Anastasia. So.
Oh yeah, from Friday Night Nitro. Yeah, that was a nice pickup on that charcoal to paint. Man,
oh my god! Well, she said $50. I was like, mine. I was like, okay, I just bought 2 covers I really like. Then she made me feel so bad. I bought that one cover. I was just like, oh. Then Anthony's just like, yep, I sold it. Sorry.
Let's see. Recently, go ahead.
We got some original art from David Sumney of Naked Cannibal Campers.
Awesome.
I was pretty happy with that, and we got that for $50 because they started an auction, and no one bid against Trish.
Are they scared of you, Trish, or just nobody was interested in it?
Well, no, like we were on Backer Paw. I was on Backer Paws today, and like I'm like, no, I already backed this project, so I'm not saying nothing. And I said, I will go to bat about this video, and like the other 2 guys with me, neither one of them raised their hands to stop it. They're like, no, it's good, it's really good, and I'm like, see,
it's not a bad video.
Yeah. So nobody generally wants to argue with me, but I will argue when it's something I really want. But I'm also willing to pay for what I want too. Somebody would have went, 55. I would have went 60 on it. And I told Mike I would have went to $100 on it because I said it's original artwork from the comic book.
Heather.
What's that?
The comments, Jack took out Heather.
Well, hold on. I will get it. It's right over there to show the class.
So right now I'm currently reading Lords of the Cosmos. So Jason Lennox sent me the first 3 issues. The 4th issue is on Kickstarter right now. So if you guys want to go check out Lords of the Cosmos, I'll pop it into the comments in here, the link to it. I had him on, I believe, Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday because Tuesday. No, I didn't. It was last Tuesday because I didn't have a show Sunday or this Tuesday. So I had him on last Tuesday, and he sent me the first 3 issues digitally. So I will be doing a live reading of them probably tomorrow. Hold on, let me give you the full screen.
Ooh, nice.
This is the original art on comic book paper, and this is the print that he included with it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great guy. And that was actually bought for me.
Or so she says, right?
She says that, but she has it like where she can only see it and he can't.
Yeah.
No, it's just over there. It's mine. It's definitely mine.
But we also have original art coming from
a couple Kickstarters.
From Kickstarters, yeah.
We backed Vampire Versus at the tier that gets original art, and something else where we get like original covered.
Rich we get Rich.
So you bring me back, but not Heather. What the hell?
Heather's not back there.
You need to move that so you can be in the
I just figured just keep leaving me back there. I don't know why StreamYard's being insane. And
Jack, you're about to break everybody, I think. Russell's starting to break up a little bit.
So yeah, thanks for throwing that
Probably.
in, Mike. I was pulling it up. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to be reading over the next day. So I'll be doing a live show like I did with CB Zane's Into the Suck. I did the live reading of issue 1. So the Kickstarter that we showed the little video for, our little advertisement there. I did do a live reading of issue 1, so if you guys want to go back and check out issue 1, I did a live reading. It was on screen. You can see the book and the art, and I don't know if you can see the words or not. If you're watching it on your phone, it's probably really small. But he sent me the digital issues of 1, 2, and 3. Jack had brought it up during our interview last week that, hey, you should send it over so Russell could do a live reading. So he took them up on it. He sent them to me. It's got 4 days left on it, and I love the book. It looks freaking awesome. I'll throw it up here real quick for you guys. So we were talking about 80s cartoons and, stuff that we watched when we were growing up. The freaking artwork for this is just absolutely insane. So, Alex, I don't know if you've seen it yet or not.
Well, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason, the creator of it, is an amazing person. He has been so super nice and so super, just easy to get along with. I was with him on Backer Paws today, and just like an amazing guy. I mean, if you have the extra money, the book looks well worth it. It's so heavy metal stylish, very 80s. It's amazing.
Damn.
So that's Lord of the Cosmos there. And
He wanted to write his own.
How many issues is he planning to take this?
He's
Writing
got a
his
short.
own epic.
Yeah, well, he's planning on doing like a short run with this comic book, and then he's going to do. He talked about doing story arcs for it, but the arc for it's phenomenal. It reminds me a lot of some of Thundercats or not Thundercats, but Voltron kind of, and
He-Man.
it reminds me of StarCraft for the PC. Like all of these crazy creatures and these characters are just insane, and that's what he bases these story arcs on, of all these characters, is just like what kind of crazy shit can we come up with. And he said on the interview, he was like, I really loved He-Man growing up. There was really not a whole lot of stuff that nowadays that really resembles He-Man. I want to write something that kind of is epic like that. And so that's how he came up with Lords of the Cosmos. And so, you got this battle turtle right here. You got this giant turtle with like a warship on its back, and it's like the aircraft carrier with the gators coming up on the beachhead, and then you've got the wizard that has the talking cat, and then you have the I think this is the sword of Aegis. Yeah, here's the swords. You've got the barbarian, the gladiator with the talking sword, and then you've got these crazy creatures like this guy here, Lord. Dang it, I can't think of his name. Lord, is it on here? I haven't read it yet, so I haven't had a chance. Draxus or something like that. But this character is freaking phenomenal. Like, I absolutely love this character. The guy has an acid tank, and in the acid tank, you can see the skeletons of his enemies, and they're just dissolving away, and it's just insane. And then here you have the wizard with his hawk and his talking cat, and then you've got here's the one that's got the turtle again with the. Is it going to render on screen? Oh, come on, you can do it. I have faith in you. Give it a second.
Get to the chapter.
Yeah, get to the chapter. So if it'll ever load in here, it may just because it's a dark cover. You've got the werewolves up front charging at you on the book, and then you've got the giant turtle in the background here. Then you got a guy on a hoverboard. This guy over here on the hoverboard on the left was a write-in character. And then you've got the alligators, the crocodiles, and then you've got the gladiator here running. And then back here in the background, right below the turtle, if you can see the mouse pointer on the screen, you've got a mech. It's just badass. It totally reminds me of StarCraft when you've got all the enemies coming out on the screen. And then this was one of the variant covers that they did for one of the story arcs. It's just absolutely awesome. He didn't really say a whole lot about the story because he didn't want to ruin it. But, just the artwork on this is phenomenal. Like, this piece here is just absolute insanity.
Now, I think he still has original artwork tiers still available, too.
Yeah, he does still have original artwork tiers still available. At least as he did last week when I had him on. I don't know about it anymore. But
Yeah, this looks like interesting. I'm definitely going to check this out. This actually reminds me of a planned project I have for the far off future. It's kind of similar, in a sense. It's not
So
He-Man, but it does
possibly
take
a
a lot.
collaboration.
Maybe I don't know, but we'll see. My idea is kind of like the same, but it does more of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing. But it's definitely the plan. The one I have is definitely a throw at the wall with the idea sticks kind of thing, which is something I'm very good at coming up with. Just like throwing ideas at the wall and they stick and they just work.
Yeah, nothing better than a think tank sitting around coming up with ideas.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's getting late. I don't want to keep everybody all night. It's definitely been a fun show, but now that Jack finally comes in here and he can talk after attempt number 367.
Yeah.
But I know Alex has had a long day. Mike and Trish have no power, no water.
We have power.
We have power. That's how we have no water, and we smell probably horrible. But we're still here.
Well, it's a good thing smell-o-vision hasn't been invented
We
yet.
didn't tell them about our wet nap.
Yeah. We had our wet nap baths today, but that's all we have.
We miss you, Heather.
Yeah, we miss you, Heather. But Alex, thanks so much.
Yes, it was my fault, Heather.
It was too your fault. Get out of here. We're
Thanks for
blaming
having
you.
me around again, Russell. I had a lot of fun. I'd love to do this again sometime.
Yeah, and so I'm going to go ahead and give you the screen real quick so you can go. If you want to tell everybody where they can find you and give them the rundown of Zener one more time.
All right.
Maybe. I don't know. We might have to wait on the computer since I share screened. Here, we'll just do it on here.
What up, guys? I'm Alex Daw. I'm the owner of NRG Comics. That's NRG Comics. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, DeviantArt, Instagram, our own website, nrg-comics.com, on YouTube. And, of course, we have Zener, Mastermind, running on Indiegogo right now. It's the story of a man with vast psychic powers, but too fragile of an insane mind to use it. And it's a story, and it tells the story of his origins from the minute he gets his powers, from the minute he puts on the costume, and it tells him about his first superhero battle experience, really raises a lot to the story and the universe we're trying to build with a big round of superheroes, the next big superheroes that are going to be big. So check us out on Indiegogo. We're running for 20 more days, so we have a lot of awesome tiers, so come and see us. Thank you.
All right, well, cool. Have a good night, Alex.
Have a good night.
And then there were 4. Sorry, Jack, I had to mute you. You got a bad echo going on. Now we can blame you for that.
Damn, Jack, you're just messing up everywhere.
Yeah, you're just messing up everything. First you come in, you start taking everybody out of the feed. And I hit unmute you, but it hasn't unmuted you yet. So hold on, let me do it on the phone. There we go. Now you can talk again. Silence! I kill you.
Can I? Can I talk?
No.
I don't know.
You did.
20 minutes
You did
later.
it.
Mike had to get all of his last mic drops in real quick.
Yeah. And
Those are
guys,
just the Kickstarters we talked about.
yeah, so definitely, guys, check out Into the Suck with CB Zane's project, which has a cross promo with Xenonanite Titan. We have the double-sided art card, which actually I'll just show it to you guys instead of bringing it on screen. So hold on, let me go to the full screen real quick. So if you back Xenonanite Titan and CB Zane's Into the Suck, you get this super sweet Steph Wilson metal art card that has Steph Wilson's art, which is the homage to heavy metal, and you get the other side, which has Ruben Rosas's art on it. So you got, of 2 people to have on a double-sided art card. It's just funny because everybody thinks they're enemies, but they're really not because they like to banter back and forth, like Steph and I do on a regular basis. And also, I want to show these off on screen real quick. So wrong side. These aren't double-sided. So anybody that has backed Xenonanite Titan, if you bring a friend in that backs on a physical level and you're backed on a physical level, you both fund at the end of the campaign, you will get this. It'll only say 2021 instead of 2020 since last year. We made a great attempt and didn't make it. But this year we made it. So if you bring a friend, you get one of these super sweet cards. I think I'm going to go with the the sparkly one, which is this one. I don't know how well you guys can see it on the camera, but it's like a glitter metal, and it looks freaking awesome in person. The pictures don't do it justice, just like everything else Wendy Steenshaner does. Let's see, exit solo layout here. So definitely go back.
Glitter
into the stock
bomb
show.
metal.
Do what?
Glitter bomb metal.
Glitter bomb metal. That's right. And so, and then we've got. So definitely, guys, go check out Into the Suck. It's an awesome, awesome book.
That sounds like a great stripper name. I'm sorry.
Glitter bomb, yeah. So if you guys would, and you want to know a little bit more about the story, go back last week or the week before last. I did the Into the Suck 1 live review, live reading. Definitely an awesome story. This is the final one in the book in that arc. In Contessie, Rich will be on with me tomorrow at noon. Come in, check it out, check out the project, check out this guy and his ambition and all the cool shit that he's been on over the years, working for Marvel, working for DC, and working under a lot of different people. He's going to tell his story tomorrow, and we're going to get to hear his inspirations for his book, The Incontessie. And then Nebula Pearl, the very first Mind Meld project from Codex Entertainment, LLC, written by Alfred Trujillo and Karen Nicole, Michael Shoemaker, C.B. Zane, Wendy Steenshaner. Everybody had a part in the story. They wrote 4 or 5 pages, passed it on to the next person. So we all know with that group of people how crazy this story is going to be. And also, there is going to be a stretch goal, or not a stretch goal, but a cross promotion with that one. I'm going to have to do it on my phone because my computer just crashed. It is going to be this right here. Let me get this comment off the screen. So this will be the cross promo with CB Zane, Codex Entertainment LLC's Nebula Pearl. So definitely go check that out. If you back Xenonanite Titan, you will get this die cut sticker, and it will be sent with your Nebula Pearl. And also, for another cross promotion, if you back Into the Suck 6 and Nebula Pearl, you will get 2 pieces of this cross promo. And if you go to that Etsy page that I posted in the comments earlier, you can still get in on the Naughty Fairies piece that's on Trisha's side over there. Unfortunately, the Fire Bitch one is over. It ended going on a month ago. So definitely go back Into the Suck 6, Nebula Pearl, check out Incontessie, back Xenonanite Titan, and
you might still be able to get Fire Bitch from
the Crowd.
Yeah, I would message them if you're really looking for it.
Yeah, I mean, you can get it from the Crowdox. I don't know if they'll count it towards the cross promotion. That would be a question for them, but you could definitely shoot it to them. I don't know if I think they are Crowdoxing. I don't really remember how they're actually doing the after campaign on that. So definitely check out Into the Suck 6, Nebula Pearl, Incontessie. Go check out Alex with Energy Comics. Go check out their project on Indiegogo for Zener. Ask me about my Zener. I'm still laughing about that. So, yeah, poor Jack. And then you have the Continuum from Terraform Comics. So go check that one out, too. I forgot all about that one. Thank you, Mike. So check out the Continuum. And, guys, thanks so much for being on tonight. It was a lot of fun. It was really fun making fun of Jack and his poor attempts to get on and talking to us from
you forgot your own Kickstarter, Russell.
Well, I mean, everybody hears me talk about it enough. You guys know how I am. I promote everybody else more than I do myself. So, all right, we will talk about Xenonanite or Xenonanite. I call it Xenonanite. You may call it Xenonanite. Call it whatever you like. Go give it some love. Back it, share it, give it some love. And get in on those awesome cross promos that I was showing you. We funded in 11 hours. What are we? We're $54 from unlocking the first stretch goal, which will be the die cut sticker, which looks like. Hold on, guys. Got to scroll through this giant list of pictures here. This is your die cut sticker right here. So you will get this die cut sticker at the $2,000 stretch goal. At the $2,500 stretch goal.
That's Wendy's artwork, correct, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, from Wendy Steenshaner. And then at the $2,500 level,
sadly doesn't have the explosions.
Yeah, it doesn't have the explosions. This one does. There you go. There's the explosions. So everybody's not missing out on it. Sorry, guys. My brain gets bad. I didn't take my medicine yet tonight, and so my brain's just went to crap. My back's killing me. So if you want to get a better look at the art on the art card, there's the cross promo for End of the Suck with Xenon Nanite Titan. There's Ruben Rosas' piece, and there is Steph Wilson's piece. And then again, if you back Xenon Nanite Titan and Nebula Pearl, you get a die cut sticker. And okay, I don't have the bookmark loaded on here, guys. I will definitely have to grab that. But at the $2,500, you get the metal bookmark that will be unlocked. It is Pete Vasquez's art. And then at the $3,000 level, you will unlock this April Grady Reyna metal art card to add into the collection. Since we passed the 24-hour mark, we no longer are offering the day one bonus. Everybody that got their pledges in before the 24-hour mark ended will get an awesome Steph Pool piece drawn by me in crappy fashion, but it'll have good witty humor. Hold on, we'll show off some of these Steph Pool commissions here. I have a lot of fun with these. Let me go full screen again real quick, guys. So layout. So you get fun stuff like this, where we were supposed to draw Spider-Man, but instead I drew Critter in the window, peeking in, and the nameplate says Tom Hutchison on it. And so, Steph Pool, you better stay away from my Critter. Oh, don't worry. I have a pinup for Saturday's paper, or should I say, Catterday. So, I have a lot of fun with these. Steph does the You Can Draw segment. Here's some what the hell is the word I'm looking for?
Acid trip.
Acid trip.
Acid trip.
It's called Hands on Hands.
This is the preliminary art for the Septibrute. So this was kind of like a leaned over pose for the attack. It was a poor attempt at it, but it was my preliminaries for the artist for the piece that led to. Hold on, let me find it. It led to not that piece either. Where you at? There's Alfred's. You got to be kidding me.
You got to get to the chapter.
You got to get to the chapter. Well, I don't have that piece of art on here. That was one of the ones that I got after I uploaded into the overlay on there. So anyway, everybody who got your pledges in the first 24 hours will get a... speaking of the chapters, cool biplane, bro. Want to see my helicopter? Get to the chopper. So, none of these are colored yet. I've had fun with them. They're not the greatest, but they're
Ren
fun.
and Stimpy.
That's right. And then you've got the little Ewok. Little Ewok. And we'll show off a couple more. I won't slather on forever about them. But everybody that backed it in the first... Oh, here's a really fun one. This is one I did with CB's Might and Steph Pool. She said, "Oh, Steph Pool, will you increase my circle template?" And he says, "I don't want none unless you got space buns, hon. Don't do side bends or sit-ups. Just shake that healthy butt." Boo, boo. All right, sorry. And then, you got the classic Wile E. Coyote. And, sorry, guys, I can't see the camera when I'm doing this. And it's got the little sign pointing towards Steph Pool. You got Roadrunner. You got Wile E. Coyote looking off in the distance. And then there's Steph Pool with an Acme rocket launcher getting ready to blow up Wile E. Coyote. That poor Coyote. I'm telling you what. And,
well, considering everything he went through, he's still pretty indestructible.
Yeah, he's still pretty indestructible. So then you got this one here. They've got a Samsung DVD player. So this was a fun story to play on. You've got Steph Pool. He said, get yourselves a Sony and upgrade to Blu-ray. It's a Samsung DVD player. And it's so funny because That was when Jesse Witchman bought that brand new Samsung TV, and they
Oh,
sent
yeah.
it to him, and it was those pixels out in the screen. Well, then what ended up happening was he told them that it was broke, so they're like, all right, well, you'll have to buy another one and then send that one back to us, and then once we get it back, and blah 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 blah. He just ran around in circles. He ended up getting sent 2 TVs, and all this crazy stuff happened. So he was like, I'm so pissed off at Samsung, it wasn't even funny. Which I think they finally made the situation correct. But that was a little nod to Jesse Witchman and his troubles with Samsung. So Steph Poole blasted the Samsung DVD player with his pistol. So
Did you see Brian called you out
Brian
as
Hill,
a slacker?
what?
Yep.
Geez, Russell, why the heck did you bother to hire other artists? You should have done all the work yourself. I know, right? But like I said, that 24-hour window has closed. If anybody, I'll open it back up for another 2 hours. If anybody pledges tonight before midnight, so an hour and a half from now, midnight Central Time. Anybody else pledges between when this show ends till midnight, I'll throw in another Steph Poole sketch, and you will also get the Andre Osh art card, which, if you guys want to see what that looks like in person, I can go get it real quick. I don't mind. Or if you guys got to go, I'll let you go.
Run.
Get it.
Run. Go get it? All right, hold on.
Run, Forrest, run.
So all those in TV land, how was your night?
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's many people left, unfortunately. I guess I made everybody disappear.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Whoa.
Hi, Jack.
Wrong person.
Not me.
Yep, I remember that. Yeah.
So everyone that backed in the first 24 hours will be getting this as a metal art card. This is a phenomenal piece.
I think there's some blood on his cheek. Or is that just all the red?
That's just all the red. It's just the
That's
style.
amazing, though.
Yeah, it turned out amazing. Like, that's all paint. He painted that on there. And so,
Wow.
I mean, it's amazing. So everybody that backed within the first 24 hours. Did I put this on backwards? No, it's just tangled up. Everyone that backed within the first 24 hours, like I said, will get this as a metal art card. They also will be getting the Steph Poole commission. So I'll probably ask in the surveys, anybody that's friends with me or wants to add me as a friend that's backed the project, if you want to message me what your suggestions are, however you guys want to do it, it doesn't matter to me. I definitely also want to talk about, I'm glad I thought of it. Last night on Brian's show, I totally forgot to talk about it. Something near and dear to my heart is the CB4K t-shirt. Thank you guys for reminding me to talk about my project, because I so wanted to talk about this. You guys, it's been available since the get-go this time. I threw it on there. The t-shirt with this art on there. I'm a Titan for comic books for kids for cb4k.org. This is a phenomenal organization that sends comic books to kids in hospitals all over the country. And it's kids that are critically ill, kids that may not ever get to go home again. These are kids that are in the hospital. Their parents can't visit them because of the My Sharona, Miley Cyrus, Peter pandemic, as Brian K. Morris calls it. The parents aren't allowed to visit their kids in the hospital. So these kids are terrified. They're scared. And this organization sends these comic books to hospitals all over the nation that hand them out to these kids. And it takes their mind off their life. It takes their mind off their suffering and their problems for an hour, for 10 minutes, whatever it is. It's a huge win. It's an awesome thing they do. They have partnership with Dark Horse, Image, all kinds of comic book companies that ship them comic books to send to these hospitals. But they still have to buy some books. They do coloring books. They are doing Pez dispensers now, pop figures, all kinds of stuff for these kids. And we all know how expensive books are to ship. Absolutely astronomical. And these guys ship 200, 300, 400 books to one hospital. So you're talking $250 at a pop per hospital, and they do it to hundreds of hospitals. So I wanted to make the effort, and thanks so much to Steph Wilson and Carrie Ann for doing this piece. This is me as an Onanite Titan reading a book to my son in bed after an open heart surgery with Adriana at the end of the bed with a get well balloon, which Adriana at the end, that was Wendy Steensteiner's idea. So thanks so much to her for that. Guys, get this T-shirt. Not only is it support and show off Zeno Nanite Titan, and people can ask about it, they're going to see that cb4k.org, and they may ask you, well, what's that? And you can say, oh, this guy that I know that runs Russ Explode Studios, he did a book. I learned about it through him. It's an organization that helps out hospitals and helps out kids that are critically ill. And that's how they get eyes on their stuff. That's how they get money to send these books, is through people donating their time. Marseille, I want to call her out. She donated the money that she would have won for the Naughty Fairy cosplay contest last year. She donated it to Comic Book for Kids. So definitely good on her for doing that. It is a phenomenal organization. So please, if you would, back the T-shirt. I'm not making anything off of the T-shirts. This is strictly just me having a shirt it's relatable to the book, but it's really about getting eyes on that Comic Books for Kids. And I feel terrible that I forgot to talk about it last night. My brain hasn't been what it should be the last 2 days. I've been on one of those fibro brain fog dealios. But it happens. And so everybody that's backed that already, I appreciate it. Anybody that doesn't know that it's on there, it's $35. It's in the add-on tier. If you scroll down, it's right in the middle in between the regular prints and the metal prints. Unfortunately, it won't let you do it. It just goes by price and the order that it goes in. Or I would have made it the very top one because I care about that more than anything. But I definitely appreciate everybody that backs that. It's definitely getting eyes on Mark and his organization. I know Mark personally. I met him at C2E2. I've been donating to them for several years through my LCS, Hooked on Comics. And Mark's a phenomenal dude. He goes to the cons and he promotes this stuff, and he pays for it all out of his pocket, not out of the money that you guys send him, just to promote this thing. So I apologize. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent there.
No, that's good.
No.
You're passionate about something. That's amazing.
Well, I am, and the thing is it really hits home with me. I won't go off on another long tangent, but when Roderick had his open heart surgery and he's laying there in bed, and my wife, at 2.5 years old, we're like, how do we comfort a kid and tell him, we're sorry that he had to go through this, and we're trying to sit there and comfort him, and he's just uncomfortable. They wanted him to lay still, but he wouldn't lay flat, and so he's making it worse on himself. But he's 2.5 years; he doesn't understand. People donate toys and stuff to the hospital, and so the hospital just comes in with random crazy cool stuff throughout the day. A book, a comic book, a $1 toy from Dollar Tree, a Hot Wheel from Walmart that's 97 cents. Stuff that you would be like, oh, I could buy 10 of those. Well, just one of those things being brought into the kid, just totally, they get excited, they forget about the fact that they're in pain, and they play with it for 10, 20, 30 minutes and totally forget about being in pain. And it gave my wife and I time to go sit on the side and be there for each other and recoup from, sitting in a telephone booth for 10 hours waiting to hear that our son made it out of surgery okay. And, we're just stressed and drained. And so I see that firsthand. You walk in and they walk in and give your kid this. And your kid's just like, oh, I'm in heaven, and they totally forget it. That's awesome. That something this small can make that big of a difference in a child's life. Imagine what reading a comic book can do. So I'm totally for everything that they do, and I hope you guys go check out their website. And I'll pop it in the Oh, I can't, because it crashed. Mike, if you wouldn't mind, put cb4k.org in the comments for me, please. I appreciate it, bud. But yeah, guys, definitely check out the add-ons. We're cranking it out. We're going to hit that first stretch goal. I've already been in. Thank you very much. I've already been in contact with some artists about doing some more stretch goals. We may be doing a 100-backer stretch goal where everybody gets a print, and the first 100 get the opportunity to do have the original art inserted into their package. So definitely looking forward to that. I think last time I looked, we're at 45 backers. So we make it to that 100 mark, and it's going to be really cool. So anybody else got anything to say?
Yeah, one of the new backers should say that I brought them in. so I get the cool Steph Pool card.
Oh, who is that?
No, one of the new ones.
Oh, one of the new ones.
They're watching the show. I mean, everybody I know is already back to project, I think.
Well, we all know each other.
Yeah, but we already backed it. We're already there.
Well, you know what?
Honey, we're waiting for Russ to say the newest backer and when it's one away, and that's what he needs my one to buy something with my $1.
Well, you know what? I might just be cool and just send this to you guys. Anyway, you know what? Since you guys are such awesome troopers. But yeah, I hold true to it. Like I said, if you guys back the Xeno Nanite Titan, why does this keep crashing on me? Yeah,
it's because of me.
No, it's not you. I think there's another update and it needs to be updated. And I've been slacking on it. Copy. Thank you. Now, every once in a while you get a tech night that everything goes crazy. There we go. Mute. Stop cam. Enter broadcast. Thank you. Oh, someone there took care of it for me. Thanks, Mike. And I'll pop it in there again for everybody that's on YouTube. Like I said, anybody that backs within the next hour and a half, I'll go ahead and throw in the day one backer bonus of the Andre Osh Xeno Nanite Titan metal art card of this. And I'll get you the Steph Pool drawing. I'll draw you, and anybody that got the Steph Pool drawing, I got off on a tangent on the CB4K thing because it just like popped into my head and I totally derailed. Anybody that got the Steph Pool commission, I'll be adding that into the survey. I pretty much know where the list falls off at. And the shirt sizes for the CB4K shirt will also be in the survey. So there's no different tiers for sizes or guessing on what size it is. It's just at the end of the campaign when you get your survey, if you guys add it on the CB4K shirt, it'll be part of the messy survey. It'll ask you what size shirt do you want. The same thing with the signed and the unsigned books. That was one other thing I forgot to explain last night. I will be signing the books. I'm not charging for them. The only way for me to add it on to the campaign as an add-on was to charge $1 for it. And I'm like, I'll just add it in the survey at the end. If you buy a book and an extra copy of a book and you want one signed and unsigned, then there'll be a box for you to comment that. I bought 2. I want one unsigned, one signed, and so on and so forth. So I will be signing the books. You want me to write a personal message in them, anything like that, that will be available in that box for you guys to write out to me. So anybody has, just blame Jack for everything. So anybody,
it's much easier.
It is always easy to blame Jack. Damn it, Jack.
That's what she wants you to sign hers as. Just blame Jack Russell.
Heather's gonna get her book and she's gonna be like, "Just blame Jack." What does that mean? She's gonna forget all about it. But I definitely appreciate everybody that helped make this happen, man. It was such an awesome night last night. Like, it totally made my night seeing everybody crowd in like that, and that it funded in 11 hours. When I woke up this morning, like, I was in tears. I was just like, oh my gosh, this has been a long time coming. It's been a hard road. I made a lot of friends along the way, and we rocked this project out, and it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait for you guys to read it. I can't wait to get to book 2 and kickstart that, because I know when everybody finishes the book, they're going to be like, all right, we need book 2 like tomorrow. So I'm excited about it. We're having fun along the way. Anybody, if you have any questions about anything, feel free to message me. You can message me at Russ Explode Studios on here. You can message my personal page. I will usually answer right away. If I don't, it's just because I'm sleeping. Just remember, if I'm comfortable enough to pick on you, that's a good thing. Wait, why didn't you pick on me, Heather? Wait a minute here.
That's why she left. She just doesn't like you.
Yeah, I knew it. Damn it. But I'll let everybody go. Thanks a lot for being on here tonight. I really appreciate it, guys. It was fun chatting about random stuff. Everybody needs that midweek wind down, So I'll let everybody go. I'm sure some of you guys have to go to work tomorrow and all that fun goodness.
Still got work to do tonight.
No, I don't.
No,
It's Thursday. It's Thursday, right? I get tomorrow off. I know freedom.
Well, good. Then at least I'll have two people watching when I have Rich on. I've never done a lunchtime show before, but since I'm off, I was like, we're going to knock out some other people's projects. We're going to get on, we're going to show their stuff off, and we're going to have fun. So tomorrow will be Rich at
Rich
noon.
is in England.
Yeah, he's in England. You know that, and there's a huge time difference. I think it's like
6
5 or
hours.
6 hours. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be 6 o'clock his time, 1 o'clock Eastern, and noon here. That's why I did the noon time, because I was like, well, if I get on at 8, it's going to be like 2 o'clock in the morning there. So I told him, I said, I'll do a noon
10
show.
a.m. for me.
Yeah, 10 a.m. for you. So definitely check that out tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I'll be on with Antonio D with AD Studios on the Changeling Horror Show. So if you're not on the Changeling Horror Show, you need to get on the Changeling Horror Show.
When is that?
Tomorrow night, they're doing the giveaway of the mock-up books. They're blank on the inside. They're cool as hell on the outside. And he's giving them away free on tomorrow's show. So if you're not a member of the page, look up the Changeling Horror Show. Go check it out. Give it a like. And be there for tomorrow's show when we get on there. And I'm on. And we just BS with Antonio. Friday.
What time is it?
It will be... Hold on. Let me check my Facebook messages. I think he said 7 o'clock my time, 6 his time.
God damn it, I'll be at work.
So you'll come in at the end and swoop in and get all the stuff again, right? Yeah, it was just funny because we were all on there, and then you came in at the end, and you're like, "I'll take that. Oh,
bye.
that's $50. I'll take that too."
And I was like, "Bye."
But Smithers does that all the time. That's what he does. He'll show up randomly and it's like, "That's the most expensive thing tonight." Smithers already called it before it was ever announced.
Let's see. It is. Hold on, I'll get you the time here. It is at Antonio D. $8 p.m. my time.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
7 p.m. Arizona time, 8 p.m. my time. Sorry, I had to do some calculating. So yeah, because some parts of Arizona don't celebrate daylight savings time. So like I'm only screwed up one part of the year, and then when it changes, I'm even more screwed up, and then it changes back, and I'm back to being screwed up again. So it's 7 his time because I was like, hey, it's 2:08 here. What time is it there? I'm like, this is easier. And so he said he's doing it at 7 tomorrow. So 7 p.m. Arizona time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Get on the AD Studios Changeling Horror Show page and come check out all the cool shit he's got to offer. Come hang out with us and bullshit and get the opportunity to win. You must be present to win. That was asked earlier today, and he confirmed must be present to win. And they're giving away those mock-up books. Cool-ass covers, blank insides. How cool would that be to like ship it to staff and other people and have them draw the changeling on each individual page on the inside of the mock-up book? That would be sweet as hell. That was already what I was thinking.
So
like, man,
Smithers, you're going to be taking the extended lunch tomorrow during this live show?
I wish. We'll see. We'll see how the day plays out.
Well, no. Rich is in the afternoon. The horror thing is at night.
Yeah, the horror thing.
Me and Smithers can definitely join that one. Well, I can because I'm off tomorrow, but it's a late
Rub
show.
it in. Rub it in.
Yeah.
I think I have Monday off. I think I have Monday off.
It's too far away. You don't know.
Well,
It's too far
a
away.
lot can happen between now and Monday. So
Exactly.
Well, yeah, how many call-ins are you going to have to deal with? Or we didn't get our supply trucks in, and this weekend.
Some asshole came to the drive-thru and ordered 100 things of nacho fries.
I wish they would just get rid of them already.
Oh, they still have them? We don't ever eat at Taco Bell. Like, we ate that one day because the nacho fries came back, and I don't think we've eaten there since then.
You guys made such a big thing about nacho fries, and you guys go there once. That's funny.
Well, man, we try to keep things down around here, cost low and not eating
Right.
out. So, you know how that goes. But, like I said, Rich's show is at noon tomorrow. 7 p.m. Arizona time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Check out the AD Studios Changeling Horror Show page. And then Friday, I'll have Martha Schwartz on at noon. Central, 1 o'clock Eastern for Seed Seekers. She's got 3 days left on her project. Come in and find out about her inspirations on the project. And then Friday night, I'll be on with Willow's Pillow Talk with Grant Lankard, who will be launching Beowulf tomorrow afternoon. And for those of you watching this, you're going to be the first to know that we have a cross promotion going on for that project. And if you have scrolled down to the bottom of the Xeno Nanite Titan page, you'll see on there that there's a coming soon and a little sneak peek at the art for that. It's something really cool that I have been bitching about to other creators for a long time that I want somebody to create. And Grant said, "What do you want to make?" And I said it, and he was like, "That sounds really cool," and we're doing it. So look forward to doing that.
Actually, one funny thing to Smithers, we love eating Taco Bell, but they have me on their list of they owe me so much food that when I go there, it's free because they screw up our order every time.
That's because Smithers isn't in charge of it.
Huh?
How do you screw up a taco, Trish? I gotta know this.
Oh, well, you put
simple. It wasn't a taco.
Sour cream on mine, or I ordered a soft shell, 10 soft shells, and I get a pack of 10 hard, and I'm like, hello, and they're like, oh, sorry, yeah, yours is here at the counter. Do you want to come back and get it, or you want us to put you on the books?
So wait a minute,
Just
I have
put
to
me on
ask
the
this
books.
question. Great. I try to let everybody go and we get off on a tangent about Taco Bell food. Don't you know better than to bring things up with me? So wait a minute. Is your Taco Bell located near a police station where they burn drug evidence? And
Yes.
It's just like they're all stoners.
No.
Is that what
No,
the
they're
problem?
not.
No, but they screw up all the time. So like we got the fries. We got the loaded fries, and I said no sour cream on any of them. I wanted 4 orders. Guess what? Sour cream on every single one of them.
That's because Smithers isn't in charge down here.
Didn't you ever listen to Joe Pesci?
What?
They fuck
Lethal
you
Weapon.
at the drive-thru.
Drive-through.
Exactly.
Well, there is no going into the store anymore. It is all
I know.
drive-thru. And then,
Well, even
and then
if
I
you
feel
went in, they'd
bad.
probably still screw you.
And then I feel bad because I'll Uber Eats it, and then the
Oh, that's
Uber
worse.
Eats driver has to come over and drop it off, and I'm like, this is wrong. So
And they never gonna fix it.
they're never gonna
Uber
fix
never
it.
fixes it.
No, they're like, well, we'll refund your money and stuff like that, and you could just reorder it again. And then it happens again, and it happens again. And I'm like, really, people? My order's not complicated. Don't put sour cream on my shit.
And the sad thing is, though, is you keep
No.
going back.
Sorry, sorry, Facebook stuff. Don't put sour cream. Mike doesn't like the white cream.
All right,
Guys,
we gotta go, Russ. We're gonna miss you.
All right, guys. Like, first of all, Mike, it doesn't matter that we're on Facebook. We swear all the time. Chuck says fuck 473 times per Facebook feed, and he's never gotten a boohoo or anything. Plus, it's like pretty much midnight everywhere right now, so nobody gives a fuck. So Trish can say shit, and I'm not going to be like, oh, what did you say? I mean, I've had Chuck on here 3 times, and nothing was funnier than how many F-bombs he dropped after he chugged the spicy beer and inhaled it.
That was great.
And actually, hold on. I think we can load this up into the overlay. I took a screenshot of it. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh my god. Of course he has a screenshot of it.
Hold on, I actually hit upload video clip, not photo. I don't want to upload a video. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got it.
If your company loses money in stocks, let them know it's from their Rogers store that's losing it.
Smithers can't control it all, Trish.
I just people make mistakes. That's all I can tell you.
Well, it depends on
Why is it
how big
always
of a
the
stoner
same
they are.
mistakes? Why is it always they got to put the white cream on the stuff? I'm like, no sour cream. How hard is that to understand? No sour cream.
Well,
Trish, have you tried
English?
Huh?
asking for only one with no sour cream and seeing if it still comes with all sour cream?
Yeah, I've done that.
So here's what you need to
tried
do,
different-
Trish. Here's what you need to do. You need to go to your local schools around that Taco Bell and be like, you need to teach these fuckers to read. So I'm telling you, I've been in stores that were in my area, and I'm like, do you know how to read? Like, then the one kid today, he was just like, I have a learning disability. I felt horrible because I said it without thinking. And then we had like a 20-minute discussion about his learning disability. I'm like, how come you didn't tell me that? He's like, oh, I didn't know.
Because he probably made it up.
No, you know
Yeah.
what it is our store has a lot of foreign people, and I'm not being racist whatsoever, but it says no sour cream. So they think they don't understand that crema is sour cream. It's pretty much the same thing, and they don't get it.
Did Russell die?
No, I'm
No,
still
he
here.
went to go get something and upload it.
It just went dark.
No, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Yeah, it just went dark because I have my photos open on my phone and I'm uploading it. It's taking a second.
Hey, you know who else we can hear? And not 20 minutes later?
What,
Jack.
Jack?
Yeah, this is freaking wonderful.
So if I
Real
ask
time,
Jack,
me.
If I ask Jack what 2 + 2 is, how fast does it take him to answer?
4 seconds.
He still hasn't answered, guys.
Oh man, here we go.
So you should put
I don't
that on
know.
your thing,
No.
crema.
Oh man, that was so much fun. And I actually took a screenshot of him like when he was mid chug too. I was gonna upload that one too, but for some reason StreamYard kicked me out of the photo upload because it's a jackass. You jackass.
Nothing's wrong with the white cream. I don't mind it, but Mike and my other daughter hate sour cream. So it's
Mike,
just easier
Mike,
to go
we can't be
sour.
friends. We just can't be friends. Sour cream is where it's at.
You know
Mike,
what's an
do you like
abomination?
ranch?
No,
No? Okay. What about white cheese?
not really.
You want to know what's an abomination? An abomination is a taco place that doesn't offer black olives. What the hell is wrong with
Oh
you?
my God, Russell, give it a break. We had this
No.
conversation last time.
No, I know we did, but
Black olives are awesome.
You're going to be as bad as every time I see Jim Noble now on a feed, I'm just going to talk to him about Doctor Who. He hates Doctor Who. That's amazing.
Oh, it's so bad. Hold on, here we go. We can do it real time. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, fuck! I love Chuck. He's such a good guy. But man, it's so much fun. I can't wait for Belial 4. See what he does. Or 3, I mean.
2.
So, yeah. What did I say?
Well,
2. Yeah.
4, 3,
Well,
then now.
Well,
you're
no,
at
I
2.
mean 3 because 2 already came out.
He's
and he already
still-
did Kickstarter.
Two's
I'm
out
so-
on
Yeah, but
Kickstarter,
Russell, you're still on Smithers' question for me of what's 2 + 2?
Oh, what?
4.
Yeah, no,
4.
I mean 3 because he already did the crowdfunding for 2, and so that's already being fulfilled here probably pretty soon. I mean, when he does the crowdfunding for 3, like how is he going to follow up snorting hot sauce and chugging spicy beer?
And I'm going to have to go a different route. I think he's gone to the max there.
Yeah. Well, no, now we have to get,
It's
like,
probably going in a different end.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Nobody is going to watch that.
hot sauce enema. No wonder he went.
But here, Smithers, I will be honest with you. Taco Bell is not the worst one that is near us. It's Popeye's chicken. They actually
Popeyes
no
is
longer
terrible.
keep track of how many orders they screwed up on us. We're on a total of $312 they owe me of food.
Jesus.
Now wait a
Popeyes
minute. Is this
terrible
because they
everywhere.
owe you for screwing up your food, or because you used coupons?
No, because they have quit because they don't always have the promotions. When I'm like, okay, you screwed up my order. Can you fix it? And they're like, no, we don't have any more in stock. We'll just give you credit on your account. I have $312 at Popeyes because they don't know how to put fries in a thing.
You've got $312. You don't have $312.
No.
That would be crazy to not use it.
Right.
You've gotten $312.
Right.
so
That's
far.
why we had chicken dinner for like every holiday last year.
We've never had chicken dinner for a holiday. You like to cook.
Yeah, I do. But we did. We had it before.
No, Heather, please do continue on the topic. But no, seriously, though, in all reality, we're going to let everybody go now. Trish?
So what do you guys think of... No, you guys have a great night.
Yeah, thanks a lot for being on, Smithers. Thanks for dropping in,
Yep.
man. It was fun. Thanks a lot, Mike and Trish. You guys have a great night.
Have a good night, guys.
Jack, have a good one.
Bye, guys.
Now you can say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Trish.
You know
Bye,
he ran
Mike.
over to Tom's website or on the Tom's feed.
The show's supposed to end a minute ago.
Yeah,
That's all right.
because it only goes for the 2 hours.
Yeah, they're saying goodnight, so I mean they're done.
He's like, what can I pick up last minute?
Pretty much.
Okay, but I am gonna go play my game. We got a new MMO.
Cool. Well, have fun.
Enjoy the MMO.
It's called Villagers and Heroes. It's free. It's
a really old MMO. It's like a really
So
it's a relaxed version of WoW, but it's free. No monthly download, no monthly payments. So we like it.
Yeah, you're still gonna pay $7 if you really want to play it.
Right. It's $7 if you really want to play it, but otherwise it's free.
Enjoy.
I will. I'll talk to you everybody later.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Jack, thanks a lot for being on for the Attempt 367. Glad you got to make it in. Okay. Maybe we're going on attempt number 368. Are you still there? Oh,
Yeah, I'm still here. It froze on me. Like as you were talking, it just like gave me loading circles on both me and you. I was like, that's fucking perfect.
Yeah, perfect timing. Way to break it at the end. Thanks a lot for being on tonight. Even though it took 367 attempts, we still had fun. So I appreciate you being here. So have a good night, buddy.
Well, thank you. Yeah, you too, man. And
hey, everybody. Thanks a lot for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Jack, if you want to stay back in there, I'll be back. I'll chat with you for a minute. But thanks, everybody, for being here tonight. I appreciate you being here. Thanks, everybody, for backing Zen on Night Titan. This guy means a lot to me back there. And you guys blew me away with funding this morning in 11 hours. That I'm humbled by your guys' generosity. It's awesome. Like I said, I will continue the 24-hour backer bonus until midnight, which is 57 minutes from now. Anybody that goes and backs now, you will get the Andre Osh metal art card print. It'll be the only time it'll be offered. And you will also get the Steph Pool print. Commission until midnight Central Time. So thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for backing the project. Thanks for supporting. And thanks for sharing out. Much love to you all. Everyone, I will holler at you later. I will see you tomorrow at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern.